All right, here we go, y'all. Let me get this stuff, situated. Oh boy, look at BJ already in here talking trash to people. Oh boy. All right, here we go, y'all. Let me see if I got this. All right, so yeah, gotta cut the music. Let's go ahead and get this thing underway, cause I'm put the nail in the coffin. I'm about to put the nail in the coffin on this one. Marcus Bell, what's up? Yeah, BJ talking that trash, boy. Here we go. So before we get on this, make sure y'all hit the like button. You know, like I said, YouTube is weird. I'm being accused of cut, well, people be, unsubscribing. They be taking subscribers away. Then you got people talking about I'm deleting comments now. I'm like, come on, man. God, dog. Like, you think I got time to be doing this stuff? I'm like, yo, man, come on. So I just be like, man, forget it. I'm gonna just do what I do. Keep it going. Yeah, BJ. I hope you got the fight pulled up because we about to put the nail in the coffin. We are gonna put the nail in the coffin on this one. So yeah, welcome back. We're gonna do this round by round. I got to show people certain things and certain skill sets in fighters. So here we go. We're going to do Manon Fiorot versus Mayra Bueno Silva. This is Manon, her most recent fight, her most recent performance. And one reason I want to do this fight is because I want to show the skill set of a fighter that always finds a way to win. They can dig deep. They can go to another skill set if they have to. Because that's how you show well-roundedness. And that's what I said, like well-roundedness, it ain't necessarily you doing everything because you have a choice. Like, it ain't because you got to go in there and say, okay, I want to do this, I want to do that. Proving you're well-rounded to me is when you're forced to do it, right? That's what it is. It's like you are you're not trying to prove, oh, I can do it. I can strike. I can go to the feet. No, it's whenever your opponent is making you have to go to the well and pull out something different. That's what impresses me. And I think Manon had to do that in this fight. Like, it wasn't necessarily Mayra Bueno Silva. It was just the fact that, on the feet, Manon in this fight didn't look like she did her past couple fights. She didn't look as strong on the feet. She was pushing the punches because, like I said, she was coming off of the 19. And that's, like I said, we're not using that as an excuse because she won. She still came out the victor and looked like a fighter that wanted to win every single round. And that's what it's all about, man. So yeah, if you want to watch this fight, pull it up on ESPN Plus. I'm not sure if it is on Fight Pass. Brian, I'm not sure because I'm using ESPN Plus here. James G said, I rewatched this fight for the first time a few days ago, and Manon did a lot better than I remember. Yeah. And like I said, look, BJ always say I don't tear Manon down or I don't critique her. I critiqued her in my post-fight for this, and I'm going to critique her tonight as far as what looked off. But at the same time, I couldn't fully say that this was the Manon that we're used to seeing. Like, I could tell something was wrong, but I could see what didn't look right in this fight. So yeah, I was quick to critique it. Manon was doing what she wanted. Yeah, but she didn't really have to dig deep. You know what I mean? Like, Laura Procopio, to me, had the better technical striking in that fight. It's just that Casey O'Neill was committed. Casey O'Neill was more so committed to the striking. Casey wanted to bang. Laura Procopio, to me, landed the better technical punches, but she just kind of gave out. And BJ over here thought she hurt to the body. Okay, she got hurt to the body. She won every single round though, right? I know that Casey O'Neill did lose that first round in her fight, so I'm just saying, like, I saw openings where she got hit to her body, took some shots. And maybe she got a little reaction out of a body shot here, but I saw somebody that kept coming and just walked right through the fire. So this was a case where a fighter we already seen kind of walk through the fire here. No, she didn't land no one. Casey O'Neill was getting hit with some left hands too. Like, Procopio landed the more significant strikes in that first round. Like, she was landing good knees to the body, good straight right hand, and good left hooks. Casey was landing too, but she was also getting hit. Like, that's the part of stand-up. Like, you just can't go in there and bang. You got to play defensive fighter as well. Like, you can't always be reckless. Like, that's my point. Like, yeah, she's winning, but I still don't see a complete fighter yet in Casey. And Manon, I don't see fully complete there, but I see her a few steps ahead, right? So, yeah, let's pull this thing up. Let's go ahead and pull this fight up. Let me get the sound turned down. Like I said, if y'all haven't seen this fight, go to ESPN Plus, or we can go, I don't know if we go to UFC Fight Pass. Tell me if you can or not, but let me go ahead and I'm going to pause it. I'm pausing at 140, so I'm going to start from 140. So if you're going to watch and you want to cue yours up at 1:40, go ahead and do that now. While you cue it up, I'm going to just look at the tail of the tape just to fill y'all in. So, okay. Manon dealing with her first real big threat in the flyweight division. Manon 31, Mayra 30 years old. 5'7", big flyweight. Mayra Bueno Silva is a big flyweight too, 5'6". Manon made the weight on point. Mayra coming in 126, making weight 126. I'm sure she probably came in like 130 something. Let's see, 65-inch reach, 66.5 for Mayra. So, yeah, they were pretty close in everything here. So, yeah, this was a big test for her. We just say use fight time, not video time. I always use the video time. Why is it? Is it not the same or something? Because I can't see the fight time yet. I can just see my time where I want to get everybody where they're touching gloves. So just go to round one at 140 because there's no time starting there yet. That'll give you time. So let me know when you're ready. I'll give you about a minute because I'm going to still call it anyway. So. Oh, you on a different platform. Okay. All right. Well, go to just go to the center as soon as they meet in the center. Let me know when you queued up when they're about to meet in the center of the octagon. Let's see. Lafayette said Manon is next champion. Could be, man. Could be. Could very well be. Just gotta go. She just gotta keep going on the road, taking heads off, man. All right, so I'm ready, and I'm gonna start now because I just want to give it about a minute. Oh, we just said 1 second. All right, come on. Dang. I've been on 12 minutes already. Guess we just been talking first, right? Marcus said he got the fight download. Okay. Yeah, I need to start doing that. Because I be having the little download thing, but I just don't go ahead and hit download. I be, every time I watch a fight, I forget about it. Then I got to come back and find it again. I used to have a lot of fights. I got a whole bunch of them before. I used to put them on DVD, man. Like all them Invicta cards. I got them somewhere on my little CD roll here. All of them fights, man. All right, we ready. All right, yo, here we go. All right, I am hitting start now. Manon and Mayra in the center of the octagon. Here we go, round one. All right, Manon found in that range. One leg kick lands there for Manon. Manon's blocking this front kick from Mayra Bueno Silva. They both throw a leg kick here. Manon throwing the left hand short, throwing a jab out. She's parrying those front kicks from Mayra Bueno Silva. Good little kick to the push kick. Front push kick to the knee from Manon. Ooh, hard right hand from Manon. There she go, parrying another body kick from MBS. She's just blocking them kicks, stepping to her left. So you can see a hard shot right off top. She's still trying to find her range. Here we go. Ooh, good side kick to the body. Good step in side kick to the body from Manon. Now she blocked another Mayra Bueno Silva's kick. So she's keeping her range and blocking these kicks. Hard right hand up top from Manon. She's stepping in with combination. 3-punch combination missed. She's trying to punch in short here. Good stabbing kick to the body from Manon again. Left hand touch, right hand miss. Another good push kick. It's like a jab. It's like her secondary jab. Pushing the combination. Not too many of them punches are landing there from Manon there. Because of the high guard. Front kick to the body from Mayra Bueno Silva. Leg kick from Manon. Manon still keeping the range. She's throwing combinations, keeping her off. Even if they're not landing clean, you still want to throw them. Hard calf kick from Silva. Ooh, hard right hand around the guard. Silva shaking her head, but hey, they're still point scoring. Another good stabbing kick to the body from Manon. She touching with those right hooks. I think she got to throw more uppercuts though. Throw like an uppercut. Ooh, hard kick to the body from Manon. No, throwing them combinations, knocking her back. She keeps shaking her head like she can take these punches, but they're scoring. And she getting stabbed to the body. Another stabbing kick to the body from Manon. Manon catches that kick that time. Another stabbing kick to the body. Ooh, good combination. Some of those got through, though. Some of those got through for Manon. See, Manon is pushing some of these shots, but she's staying up. Ooh, hard calf kick from Silva. She got to throw that right hook with a little bit more accuracy from Manon. She's quick to kind of flurry, but hard right hook to the body. I'm gonna go back right there at the I'm gonna go back to the 230 mark. Let's go back to the 230 mark for a minute. Just want to show you how that's what she needed to do. Like when the right hook ain't landing upstairs, take it to the body because the body is wide open. Like her front kick to the body is landing. It's landing, man. Let's see. Yeah, she threw a hard right hook to the body. Silva shaking her head. Hard calf kick there from Silva. Another 1, 2, 3 from Manon. Ooh, kick to the chest, drop Silva. Yeah. She keeps shaking her head, but them are some powerful kicks. Them some powerful kicks to the body. She's throwing the same combination. That's why I was kind of thinking something's off. Like she's kind of throwing too many shots upstairs. She wasn't going too much to the body except with her side kick. Silva getting hit to the body with them shots. I don't know why she thinks she can take them things all night. Another hard one. That was like 2 in a row. Hard right hook around the guard. I think she just needed to throw more hooks around the guard, but her right hook is money, though. All right, Manon still keeping that range. Yeah, she's been pushing. You can tell, like, even the way she sounds, I could tell something was off, but she just staying busy, though. She still throwing combinations to keep her opponent back. And they're not sloppy either. They're still landing. She ended her combination with them kicks to the body. blocking the head kick from Silva and the body kick. And Silva's just like, I don't know, Silva trying to act like these shots don't hurt, but they do. They still land. They still count. All right, Manon backing up here, keeping that range. Still keeping that range, going for the head kick. Hard calf kick. Silva's calf kicks here were kind of hard. You know, they were kind of getting reaction. They were pretty sharp when she would throw them. She's throwing too far in between. Those right hooks still hitting Silva on the side of the head there, around her guard. And Manon goes in, shoots in for a takedown. There you go. That's your first takedown of the fight. And look, she keep it in tight in the guard. Land a good right hand there. And look, Manon is controlling. See how Manon's controlling? Look at that ground and pound. See? Look. You say she don't have no ground control? Look how quick she's easy, how she can escape too. All right, that's the end of round one. So to say she don't have any takedowns or if she's not even comfortable on the ground, that was just the example. But you're going to see the first example, but you're going to see the last round. The last round is where you're going to see it. She didn't get in as much work there, but you can see that she got comfortable there. She had to go in for the takedown there because, you know, like I said, she was pushing a lot of her strikes in this fight, especially in this first round. But she said, look, I'm going to cap this off, take her down, get a little work in the guard, and then, you know, just separate. So I'm seeing somebody that wants to do a little bit of everything there. And, you know, if they have to, they can go to the ground. All right. Almost ended up in trouble. I didn't see it. I saw her get out of that. I saw her keep pressure on Silva and push. I didn't see her almost in trouble. She wasn't in a crucifix, BJ. She didn't get put in no crucifix. She looked all right to me. All right, let me let these commercials play through. Let me see. Then we'll get to this next round. All right, I ain't started the fight yet. But, yeah, I saw Manon, like I said, pushing some of her strikes in this first round. Like she was having a little bit of, you know, like she had a little bit of trouble. Like I said, just a little sick, I get coming off of the 19, you know, but she still kept combinations in the face of Silva. And she threw more strikes than Silva. And she continued to spear her to the body and just keep her back. So if she didn't, you know, she didn't have to go to the ground, but she said, okay, I don't want to wear myself out, so I'm going to take it to the ground. Yeah, 25 seconds. Hey, so what? Hey, that's work. I saw somebody getting some control there. What, had her leg for like 2 seconds and then you saw her get out? That wasn't trouble. Now, if she would have tried to get the heel hook and had it locked in for a few seconds or longer, yeah, but no, like you saw her escape. That was that strength I'm talking about. That strength and that burst, that athleticism she has. You saw her burst out of there. All right, here we go. Let's go to the second round. Starting now. All right. They're meeting in the center again. Manon with a combination. She's been pushing a lot of these shots. Hard right hand lands on the chin of Silva. Manon got out of the way of that wild swing from Silva there. Good straight left hand. All right, Manon tries to dive in again. Misses that takedown. Hard knee from Silva. Manon staying in there. She's staying in the trenches. See, I just don't see somebody like a grappler like Jillian going in for a takedown and taking down a fighter like Manon whenever she's pushing like this. See how she's got these underhooks and she's controlling? Yeah, she's too strong. Oh, somebody got a wardrobe malfunction. Wardrobe malfunction. All right, here we go. So you got Silva over here trying to tap the head while Manon is just mauling her hero. So this is a little bit of inside work we talking about, BJ. You see her with this mauling technique here, landing them knees to the left leg of Silva. I see somebody working. I see a big, strong flyweight in here working against another big, strong flyweight. Look, she's working with the knees. Silva ain't getting nothing done. She tapping her head, but Manon's over here mauling her. Landing these hard knees to her back of her thigh. That's how you break a fighter down. If you think she's just an outside striker, she can work on the inside too. So we looking at her clinch game here. Of course, the ref going to break him up here. All right, back on the outside here. Good jab by Silva. Good right hand by Silva there. 1-2 from Manon. Another right hand. They exchange some body kicks here. Oh, Manon back to the body again. Straight left hand. Going back out. Got a 2-1 from Manon. Ends it with a side kick to the body. Wild kick missed from Silva there. So Manon's still keeping her distance well. You know, she's still keeping that distance well here. She fires in with them combinations just to kind of back up Silva. Silva's left side of her face is turning red, so you know them right hooks are still landing. I like to see her go to the body a little bit more. Manon. With punches, like stab, jab to the body. That'll get takedowns too. A hard knee from Silva. Silva trying to swing wild on the inside, but she ain't getting parry kicks from Manon there. 1-2 from Manon. Ends it with a side kick to the body. See, this is good striking though. See, she's pushing a lot of her shots here, but she's still staying busy. And she stays out of range. She ain't there to get hit. Anybody gonna get touched, but she ain't getting hit clean here. See how she dipped her head out of there? Landed a good shot, dipped. Ooh, good straight 1-2 right down the pipe. You know them things landing. That's why Silva trying to taunt now. Goes a front kick to the body from Silva. Manon trying to go for that takedown. She couldn't get it. Tried to get the trip. Silva did land a good knee right there to the body. This is a good fight, man. This is a pretty good fight. Manon knows how to keep range. For somebody, who was, you can feel it out of it. Hard calf kick from Silva. Hard left hand from Manon. You can see Manon still doing what she got to do to stay ahead and stay out of trouble. 1 minute left. Yeah, Silva ain't got no game plan for that. Like, Silva just ain't got the strike. And see, if you stand in front of like De La Rosa, she can land more and she can try to take you down. But she ain't good with somebody with angles like this. Hard head kick there from Manon. Partially blocked. She ain't giving her no target. So Silva trying to bang in here, but she just can't. Right hand on the chin there from Manon. Manon on the bike here. Ooh, hard kick there. They try to exchange some hard kicks. Another stabbing kick to the body from Manon. Silva had a little left kick in there. Another kick from Manon. So it's just like a jab though, man. It's just like a jab. Like when she got to step back, it's still scoring. It's still scoring. Yeah. I call that work, BJ. I don't know what you talking about. It's work. It ain't sloppy work. Yeah. I call that some efficient strike in there. Of course, there's some bad moments in there where I say, okay, you got to put she was pushing them. But like I said, if she was sick, we talking about that. We talking about the fact that she's gonna go to the well when she can't stand anymore because she was kind of gassing a little. Even then, I wouldn't even say Manon was gassing in this fight. She was just a little. Nah, she ain't get hurt. Come on, stop reaching, BJ. I ain't see nobody hurt. If anything, Silva's the one getting hurt to the body. That's why that fight was a draw, BJ. Montana Manon, but this is a clear-cut 30-27 win. So we're going to keep going. We're going to see some work in this round. You're going to see the strong fighter I'm talking about in this round. I ain't see Manon get hurt. All right, here we go, y'all. Third round. Last round. 1-2 for Manon. She's trying to push it here. She's still sticking her jab out, even if it's not landing. Kick to the body, partially blocked there. That was a little faint, like she was going to go for a takedown. Manon back on the outside. She's bagging these rounds, okay. Don't push it off. The combination push her out of range. She want to bite this round. Stab to the body from Manon again. That stab and side kick. The way she throws it, partially blocked head kick from Silva. The way she throws that side kick to the body makes it kind of difficult to like grab it like it's telegraphed, because she's leaving. You know what I mean? Like when she throws it, she's on her way out the door. Like you can't grab it clean because she's leaving, so it'll slide right out your grip. And there you go. Punches her way in. Clinch to the fence. Silva just waiting. She's bleeding. And there goes the takedown. Manon don't have to score takedowns. All right, Manon's right there in the half guard right now. Look, working the body. Shots to the body, shots to the head. Hand, look at that. Hard right hand to the head. Somebody's nose is open up. Look, head control. This is exact like inside fighting, like when you standing. So if you look, mauling the head, busted the nose, hard shots. 1, 2. Look at that. This is good work. See? Keeping this big fighter on her back like this. Getting this work in. Look, body shots. Body shots. Look, transition to side control. Look at that. Transition to side control. Silva's already busted up. Look at this ground and pound. This ain't soft stuff. You see that ground and pound? Look at that ground and pound. Look at that. She just showed you something, right? Now she gonna make her get back up. Don't tell me you didn't see that. Don't tell me you didn't see that work. Now she gonna show her IQ. Now she gonna show right back up to getting up to working. Look at all that blood right there. That came from the groundwork. Not the stand up, but from the groundwork. You see that? You see that? That was enough to tell me this girl's physically strong and can control if she got to. But now she going back to her IQ. That's stand up. Look. Ooh, hard kick to the side there from Manon. Ooh, flying knee up the middle. If that would have landed clean, that should have put her out. Silva's spirit is broke. Yeah, it is. Another kick to the body from Manon. Ooh, hard combination. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard shots. Another kick there from Manon. Control. Yeah, like you ain't gonna see Casey O'Neill push this fighter back. You know, Casey ain't gonna push this type of fighter back. Come on, man. Too fast, too athletic. And too just physically, she's a physical specimen, man. Come on. Look how she controlling Mayra Bueno Silva right here. Look, head control. Look, just that head control alone right there got her wherever she want her. Minute 30 left to work. See, this is how you look. She in here now just to catch her breath. See, it's a smart fight. I'm telling you, man. See how she got her control? She got that upper body control like that, so she can't get no leverage to throw knees. So if you tell me Casey O'Neill gonna throw knees up the middle, you can't get knees off like that, that type of control. The way she got her pin like that. 1, 2, 3 combo, ends it with a side kick to the body. Silva trying to get at a flying knee, missed. Blocked. Side kick to the body. Manon trying to go for another takedown there. So if you tell me Manon ain't got no ground game, why is she trying to go for takedowns here? That sounds like somebody want to go. Another side kick to the body. Yeah, them body kicks are hurting. You can see Silva gritting. I like the style of Manon was using this fight. You know, she was doing a lot of like grabbing and holding too, just to control her and tire her fighter out. You know, with the last 5 seconds, 3, 2, 1, Manon won that easy. And I ain't seen nobody get hurt like that. Come on now. Oh, I ain't listening to the sound. I mean, it looked like she tell Silva to stay busy then. I see Manon in there controlling her and keeping her be getting her energy back. So hey. Yeah, Manon won that clinch. That's what I'm saying. Like, definitely. Let me see here. So yeah, fight is over. Let me go back up to the comments real quick. Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way back up here. Brian Williams said Manon got hurt to the body in round 1. That's it. Yeah, I saw like a little reaction, but I saw that was quick. You know, she bounced right back from that quick little stun to the body. High Five says Silva was 100% defense fighting to survive. She refused to sit on the chair. She didn't have answer to Manon and slightly gave up fighting after round 1. She snaps it. High Five says Silva even argued with her coaches. Manon broke her spirit. Brian Williams, the up kick almost got Manon. Smartly let her up. The boss said Manon has the hardest ground and pound in the whole division. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Like, to say she has no ground game, that's crazy. I mean, her ground and pound is vicious. Like, even before she was in the UFC, like, her ground and pound is hard. Like, her ground and pound is hard stuff. Like, hammer fists. Like, they're not love taps. Like, look at her opponent's faces, like, when they eat shots from her. And look at how she controls you in side control, and she can just transition from half guard and use her head to control you. Like, I see a fighter with a second skill set that they can use if need be. So a little bit technically smoother. Like, Casey O'Neill likes to fight on the ground more, but I think Manon is more of a perfectionist on the ground. Like, hers looks smoother. It's not as sloppy. From, you know, the moments we see in there. Oh yeah, BJ want to link. All right, hold on. BJ going, oh boy, you ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna definitely give you a link though, but hold on. I mean, oh, now you said she didn't have a ground. You never said she didn't have a ground game. You said she never used her ground game here, basically saying she don't have a ground game, BJ. You said she would drown in this. You said she would drown too, man. Come on. You said she would drown. Like, who is going to get her down to the ground in the top 10 anyway? Like, besides somebody like Maya or Valentina or Taylor. Like, not even Maya, because Maya doesn't even like to use, you know, she doesn't even like to go to the ground as much anymore. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, everything I seen here from Manon is just stuff along the way that's going to improve because she's willing to do it if she has to, and you're going to see a much more polished fighter. It's not sloppy work. What did you say, BJ? I see what High Five is typing. Let me see. Let me see though. I mean, he got his opinion, so I ain't, you know, everybody got their own opinion. I mean, he said Casey fights just to fight on the ground. Casey fights just trying to fight on the ground. Casey's not a well-rounded fighter. Well, that's what I was saying yesterday, BJ. I was like, you know, she's willing to do everything, but I still don't know if she's like well-rounded. Like she can go to the bag if she has to. Like, Laura Procopio fight, she chose to do a little bit of everything because Procopio gas tank wasn't that good and she was kind of gassing. But I don't know, man. Like, one day when she meets somebody that striking is better or their grappling is better, can she go to that well? The boss said O'Neal panic wrestled against Shannon Dobson because Shannon teed off on her. Shannon Dobson landed some good shots. Like, if Shannon Dobson landed more power shots, she probably would have got her out of there. Like, she landed some hard kicks to the body, too. Shannon Dobson did land on her. But I have to give Casey O'Neal credit for going to the wrestling. I give her credit for going to the wrestling. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, as of right now, man, Jessica I is what, number 8 or 9? That's what I was talking about yesterday. Let me pull it up while I got my rankings up. Yeah. She's number 9 right now. Yeah. So this is gonna be a big test though, man. James Perez says, I think no one is beating the GOAT. Real good, man. Byron Williams said MBS is a bona fide grappler though. She is. That's all I was saying. That's why I was trying to prove this fight. Like, why would you go down to the ground with a grappler? But at the same time, when she needed to take a break from moving and striking, she chose to she had to go to the ground. So she said, let me go down here because I don't want to wear myself completely out. Right? To me, that was the whole point. Yeah, Manon beats Jessica I. And listen, in no way am I overhyping to the point like I'm not thinking anything can happen. Jessica I has a good chance in this fight. Jessica I has a lot of experience. All right. That's why I keep saying, look to myself, Jessica I has a lot of experience. So I'm a little worried too now. That's why I keep saying Manon in my mind has to go for a completely dominant type of performance where she can go for a finish, where, don't give Jessica I no room to breathe, but at the same time, don't make stupid mistakes. Because again, Jessica I is a 15-10 fighter, but it's like Roxanne. Jessica I hasn't scored a win in 3 years, almost 3 years, since she beat Arujo. So she's going to be dangerous. She's on a 3-fight losing streak, y'all. So Jessica I is dangerous. That's why I'm sweating about this fight, because as easy as I think Manon can make it, Jessica I can make this hard. Jessica I can make this hard. She can make this fight hard, man. Look, she's on a 3-fight losing streak. That's dangerous, man. And, she ain't been finished either in these last 3 fights. Calvillo, JoJo, Jennifer Maya. These are all dangerous fights here. So she finished all of these fights on her feet. Jessica I finished all these fights on her feet. So that tells you, she's gaining experience. So I still have to say that, look, I'm excited to a point where anything can happen. But this is Manon's time to go in there and go for the kill. Do something that they couldn't do. Yeah, man. So, this is a dangerous fight, y'all. Hold on, I gotta close this other. I was gonna pull up another stream and come back on, but I'm gonna just stay on now. Let me close that one out. All right. Right in the boss. Please don't lose to Jessica I. Look, I'm not gonna lie. Look, Casey O'Neal, please don't lose to Roxy. Now that's not my pick. I'm just saying, please don't lose to Roxy because we need these new bloods in there. All right, y'all. We need these doggone new bloods in there. So please, Casey, be on your game. Don't get too cocky. Go in there and beat Roxy because I know Roxy's gonna retire anyway, but if she loses, that might do something to her. Like, that might do something. If she go in there and get dominated by Roxy, she might be falling down the ladder. So Casey, please be prepared, because I'm ready for all of these fighters to be weeded out. Let me see here. James Perez said, did Tatiana fight at 125 yet or no? No, not yet. Not yet, man. She was supposed to come back in September of last year, but the new injury came up. She was going to try to fight Andrea Lee. She trying to come back this year, according to her IG, James. So, we'll see. I mean, can't really say I'm really as excited anymore because I don't know what's going to happen with her. But I do want her to come back. I do. But yeah, that's that. Look, this is the reason I wanted to do this fight, man. I wanted to show y'all, look, well, BJ in particular, I think y'all know what I'm talking about for the most part, that Manon Fiorot does have a sharp ground game and she can grapple when she needs to, if need be. Like, if she got to go to it, she's going to do it, okay? She can do it. And I'm just saying, like, it looks technically better than what I see Casey. Like, Casey, okay, yeah, she's good on the ground and she can get you, she can submit you, but I just think that some of the things like a ground and pound ain't as vicious. Like, Manon goes straight in, kind of like Valentina will, and get in your guard, and she'll, like, put her head in close, and she'll start landing some hard ground and pounds. So it's like, that's what you want to see. You don't want to leave too many openings. Like, I don't know. I mean, what are we going to do? Another fight here? Do y'all want to do, should we do Casey O'Neill, Antonina? I don't know. I mean, we could just talk now. I mean, we could just kind of talk. BJ said, no, Brian, Procopio was initiating the takedowns in the fight. O'Neill was a complete 100% comfortable fighting on the feet. Brian said she looks that way too. I don't see her beating a lot of people with her stand up. Does she have good striking or good wrestling? Excellent wrestling. Excellent wrestling. Okay striking. Okay striking, but excellent wrestling when it comes to Tatiana Suarez. And that excellent wrestling at 115 is so untouchable that, it made her just almost unstoppable, appear to be unstoppable at 115. Like, the only thing that's kept Tatiana out of the game is just injuries, man. Like, and nobody really came close to beating her so far, Marcus said one thing to point out is Casey can get taken down by non-grapplers. Right. And Manon, if Manon doesn't mind taking down Silva, believe me, BJ, if Manon doesn't mind taking down Silva, believe me, if she gets to a point in the fight with Casey, she can take Casey down. All right, she could get Casey down and get some work in. And if you deny that, then I don't know what it is that you looking at. I don't know what it is that you're looking at if you don't think that Manon would take Casey O'Neill down. Because, yeah, she can get taken down. Don't be surprised if Roxy takes her down now. Don't be surprised if Roxy does it. Roxy been doing this grappling for a minute. Like I said the other day, she's a black belt BJJ, but she's been a black belt as a seasoned MMA fighter. Yeah, Silva isn't the GOAT grappler in the division, but she's a polished, experienced UFC grappler more so than Casey is. You know what I mean? That's my point. Silva isn't, I'm not saying she's the GOAT grappler. That has nothing to do with it. Silva got taken down by somebody you consider a non-grappler, right? Silva's a better grappler than Casey O'Neill. So why wouldn't Manon want to do that? Hey, that's every ref has their choice. Manon was still controlling it. If she wasn't, why was Silva's back on the cage? And she was landing knees, so I can't really go by what the ref says. The ref, that's his choice. You know what I mean? If it's Herzog, he might let it go longer. If it's Herb Dean, he might break it. If it's Mark Smith, he might change it up. So I'm not going by the ref. I'm going by what I see as far as her control. Like, she's landing knees and breaking Silva down to the legs, and she's controlling her, making her tired. That's a part of the fight. That's still control, no matter what the ref says. It ain't sloppy work. It's controlled work in there. James Press, so you think Tatiana can ragdoll and do damage to the bullet on the ground? I truly doubt that. She'll get picked apart. Blah, 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 blah. Are you asking me or BJ, James? Because I don't know who said that. So I didn't never imply that. So you asking me or BJ? Because I said 115 where she was, but Tatiana ain't ragdolling the bullet like that. I mean, she could probably get her down, but you ain't ragdolling the bullet like that. So, and you know, that's fanboy. That ain't fanboy talk. That's just facts talking with me. So, you know, I'm gonna be real. Like, Tatiana can be physical and maybe do like Pena did, but it's not gonna be like a total dominant where she just flings her around. Nah, she ain't Carla Esparza. She ain't Alexa Grasso. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't none of these girls. She ain't JJ Aldridge. You know, like I said, I did a video a while back, James. I don't know if you've seen it. Somebody had asked me who was stronger, Valentina or Andrade. And I broke it down to him. I said, Valentina is stronger. Then fight night came. You saw who was stronger. And it was like exactly how I pictured it, like when it came down to physical strength. Now, I did give Andrade a chance because I said if she can't apply what I don't see, if she can apply what I don't see, then, hey, more power to her. I'd be like, okay, that's something I couldn't catch with Andrade. But Andrade just didn't have the physical strength that I believe that Valentina had. James Perez said, that's what I'm saying. I think no one beats Bullet in the next 3 years at least. Who can beat the Bullet in anyone's opinion? Who can? Who can give her a tough fight? Maybe Taylor and Manon. But right now, beating and giving a tough fight are two different things, man. So who has the best chance? I would probably say Santos right now. Santos. Is, in my opinion, no one's touching her anytime. Just wonder who has the best chance. Well, you tell me. Tell me. I mean, who do you think? Like, who do you think has the best chance if you had to pick? I mean, it's all about timing in life. I mean, I can't ever say anybody's untouchable, but I mean, you tell me. Like, who do you think? Who do you think? I'd say Santos though. BP, what's going on? He said, don't ever compare anyone to Khabib. He said, don't ever compare anyone to Khabib. I mean, James, that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on somebody to at least do a split decision. I mean, you know, Amanda's the only exception to the rule, but like she's the only one that can do it. But like I'm waiting on somebody to do like a draw or a split decision to make me say, dang, that girl got something. You know what I mean? Like I've been waiting on somebody to do that. High Five says Santos has a better chance against V. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like Santos got the best chance right now, just because of style and the physicality and the similarities to the attack like Pena. You know what I mean? Like the physical. You know, not afraid to get in there physically, but you only gonna get in there if you're not afraid of her striking, or if you're not intimidated by Valentina's timing. You know what I mean? Robot Chicken says Sarah Kaufman has split with Valentina. Yeah. I ain't really counting that though, man. I was like, it's got to be like somebody like in the flyweight division that's giving her like a real tough fight. You know? I don't know. Santos should be next. No, she's at number 5, and Bullet already beat 1 through 4. What's the order? Yeah, she should be next. Yeah, she should be next. Yeah, because Valentina already cleaned them all out. She cleaned them all out, man. It's time to get her in there next. Valentina says she's ready, so let's do this. But let's talk here. Okay, so Manon, like I said, I'm not gonna go out here and just make it sound like she's perfect. No, not at all. I mean, I broke it down before in the post fight with Manon in this particular fight. But like I said, it could have just been because she been sick. But I didn't like some of the combinations she was throwing in this fight. You know, Manon, I think the 1-2-3 she was throwing was kind of predictable. And sometimes when she threw her right hook, she would kind of turn it in too much, and it kind of made her open, and it kind of just kind of slung inwards. You know what I mean? Like, she would throw the 1-2-3. Sometimes it would land on Mayra Bueno Silva's head, but sometimes she would turn it in, and when she threw her body forward, it would just kind of turn inward and leave her head open, leave her chin open. So some of those punches she was throwing, I wasn't really a fan of the combinations, but she stayed on it. She stayed busy. She kept her front kick in there, front kicks to the body, or leg kicks going. What else? Yeah, it was really just her stand-up this time. It was just like some of the things was kind of predictable. Like, it wasn't as accurate. So I'll definitely critique that. I'm not going to say everything's perfect, but if we looking at the ground game, yeah, it's there. If she got to use it, it's there. I think it is. Shoot. I think it is there. Like, but my thing is, why are we going to see it if you don't have to use it though, right? The boss said, I don't see Manon or Taylor having a chance against Valentina. They might beat everyone else in the division, but stylistically, I don't think they pose any kind of a threat. Even Sarge has a better chance. I don't know about that. The Sarge part. There's two. No, I don't see that. I disagree with you because it's because of Sarge has too many other outside things going on that kind of mess up her dedication to fighting. Like, I can't disrespect Santos like that when she works harder than Sarge. You know what I mean? Like, I won't say works harder, but what she's doing is coming through, and it is really, really showing. You know what I mean? Like, she's got the size over Sarge, the power, the commitment. So, no, I can't say that. No, Sarge doesn't have a better chance. Taylor still got a better chance. Like, I'm not saying she'll win, but she's got a better chance over everybody, in my opinion. Sarge got a better chance than everybody. No. Santos got a better chance than everybody, not Sarge, because Sarge loses too much steam after a couple rounds. No. Sarge in 2018, maybe, but not this one. Not this one that just got kicked in the body, and the one that gassed in the second round against an unranked fighter. No, we can't do that. We can't do that because Santos has been dominant in every one of her victories, and she's been committed and showed more than Sarge by climbing these rankings. So that just tells me that's a bigger, stronger, dedicated, technically sound, close to technically sound fighter on this flyweight level. And she is top 10 material because she's number 5. But, of course, I know this is Valentina, but she has a better chance than a fighter that can't make weight and that's not ranked and just lost to an unranked fighter, right? That's just me, Nabash. That's why I just had to break it down like that because, I don't see that. I just don't see Sarge being a better competition at all. Like, I could see Manon, getting better in her next couple of fights and then make it, maybe giving Valentina a run for her money. But I just don't see Sarge right there like that now. James Perez said, "What is Valentina's weakness? One legitimate weakness. One legitimate weakness. I think I think a weakness of hers would be fighting somebody physical or fighting somebody that's high paced. I think fighting somebody that's high paced or somebody that's physical, because if you fight somebody that's physical, like what Juliana Pena could do more than one round, I think that would kind of like frustrate her. If you're high paced, that would kind of frustrate her too, because she's used to controlling rounds and just throwing, singles and doubles. So I think somebody with a high work rate would probably get to her. And no, I'm not talking about Chikagan. I'm talking about somebody that knows how to actually do it. And that could be effective. Like somebody that's going to make her work more rounds. Like I think Joanna made her work more than a lot of people, but even then I can't really say that's the best example. I just think somebody that can get her out of a rhythm of controlling and throwing 1-2s and maybe a 1-2-3. Somebody's going to have to make her work. James Perez said high pace, you can never be high paced against her. High paced only works when you have nothing coming back at her. Well, no, you just said what style would. So I'm telling you, if somebody was able to execute a high paced style on her, that would get her frustrated. Like if you look at somebody like Floyd Mayweather that's used to being economical, but when you got somebody that's pressure fighter that can take you out of your game and push your rhythm, and then that frustrates you. So if you got a high pace and you know how to work the rhythm and you know how to take her out and you know how to land and push her out of her stance that she's used to controlling, right? She can really just get that flat-footed stance and she's really quick. If you can push her out of that and you keep moving and you keep trying to touch her, okay. Yeah, if it would work. Because like you said, like, if it would work. Like, I'm not going to say Valentina's perfect, okay? I'm telling you, she's good and she's the best, but nobody in this division is perfect. Like, nobody is perfect. Everybody has their weakness. So if you ask me their weakness, I'm going to tell you. Off of what I see. I mean, if you are a Valentina fan, then you could be able to tell me her strength and her weaknesses. Because that's what I want to know. I want to know what strength and weakness. You tell me what you think her weakness is. And that's my point. I'm not saying you're going to stand there and get countered. I'm talking about everything from down to her footwork. I'm talking about offsetting her footwork. Because if you offset her footwork, then you're not going to get countered. You got to take her out of her footwork. That's my number one thing. Take her out of her stance. Take her out of her feet, out of her foot positioning. Because if you don't take her out of her foot positioning, she's going to be landing hard shots on you. Yeah. I got you, BJ. Hang on. I got you. Hold on. My bad. We were just talking here. Yeah, James Perez, I got you, man. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me what her weakness is. Like, everybody I watch, it's all right. I mean, I got my favorite fighters and I watch them and I be like, yo, this guy got his chin wide open. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. I mean, yeah. Because I be thinking too, like when it comes to Valentina, I really got to think when it comes to her weakness. Like, yeah. Like, I don't ever want to say anybody is perfect, but yeah, she's compared to everybody else, she is close there, James. But you know what it is. Like, I hate to say perfect because that's whenever I kind of jinx people. But yeah, I gotta go back and watch every single fight. Then I'll be like, oh yeah, like this is a weakness, but I still got to keep looking. James Perez said, if you want to call it a weakness, she can be outmatched in strength. Basically, put her on the cage, but you won't do real damage, especially not at 125. Yeah, I think her weaknesses would be like, yeah, there you go, 135. Like I said earlier, with physical strength like Pena, outmatched this in strength. Yeah. That's about all I can think of besides like high work rate. But like, if Pena would have been a little bit smarter, with hers, she probably would have had more success and maybe got it. But she got reckless, and then Valentina, boy, that jiu-jitsu came into play, and it was just like, ended just like that, man. And I was like, dang, Pena, you threw it away. Yeah, man. But yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like, it's going to take bigger fighters to do it. It'll probably take some bigger fighters. And if Santos knows how to use it, maybe she could give some issues here. I don't know. Valentina's a code to crack, man. She is a code to crack. Mojo said Valentina's weakness was, or maybe still is, someone with the size and striking and power of Amanda, who also has a ground game as well. Yeah. Yeah, James Perez. Maya didn't do anything in that fight. Like besides survive, she didn't do anything to make it like a draw or a split decision or nothing, right? That's why I said, like, when she kept bringing that up and she was going into the rematch with Caitlin Jacquet, and I was like, Caitlin gonna wind up beating her again because she worried about the wrong fight. And I called it, man. I was like, oh, Caitlin just outstruck her, outworked. But Maya, I gave her credit for being durable, but she just didn't have it. Like, she just didn't have the IQ to put that type of strength. Like, I just didn't understand what she was doing. But yeah, like, when you got into like the 4th and 5th round, Valentina started picking her apart. Probably could have stopped her. All right, link sent. There you go. All right, hold on here. I got, I got my, oh man, look how quick he came in too. Just so y'all know, that's BJ. Not from me, BJ coming on here from No Filter. He's right there talking. Hang on one second.
I'm here.
And he clicked that link quick.
Real quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute my mic while I'm talking here. Wait a minute. I misheard. Like, where did I say that?
Somebody said something, and somebody said who has the best chances of beating Valentina, and you said Taylor Santos and Manon.
Yeah, I did. I said if she beats a couple more people and she gets up to that level, she could give her a run for her money. I didn't say win. I said give her a run for her money.
Yeah, man, but I mean, like, what's the moments where she took her down? She landed some good ground and pound. Like, she did good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, she did good stuff. Just like O'Neal did good stuff against Procopio on the feet. Combinations into a head kick. She did good stuff. You know what I'm saying? But there's room for growth in Casey O'Neal striking, and there's room for growth in Manon Fiorot's ground game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for me, it's just there's room for both. And, I'm not trying to make excuses for anyone, but Mayra Bueno Silva, she wasn't really trying to fight in there. Like, she wasn't. It felt like she didn't really care whether she won or lost in that fight because she wasn't trying to lose. When she fought Jillian Robertson, she went after Jillian Robertson, and eventually she got the take. She was losing, but she got the submission. She reversed the position and got the submission. You know what I'm saying? But in this fight, she taunting, she shaking her head, she playing, like, she throwing one strike, like, she ain't fighting like she normally fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not trying to make an excuse or anything, and Manon took advantage of it, but, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't see a huge plethora of ground game, or we didn't see her do anything, and she got broke up by the ref twice. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't never see that happening in fights with Casey O'Neill and De La Rosa and stuff like that. Like, because when they get in those positions, they working. They trying to get the takedown. They trying to drag you to the ground. Manon stalling, throwing little knees to the body and knees to the ankle, to the thighs and stuff. Like, she got broke up in the same position twice.
Because that's the referee's choice. That's the referee's choice. It's still working.
Casey had the same ref, though.
But, hey, 30-27, she still won.
She won.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Casey O'Neill could be working on the inside, but what if she gets hit with big knees and drops or something? She could still lose around. So, to me, it's not really about, who's getting more control because the referee said. What she's doing is still effective because you see Silva breathing out of her mouth. She's still getting tired.
Yeah. But, she did good. Like, now that I'm going back and watching the fight again, like, I didn't watch it. I was tempted to go back and watch it. I did not watch it. I waited until this right here because I had only seen the fight one time before. She got some good takedowns. You know what I'm saying? She got 2 good takedowns in the fight. You know what I'm saying? That was good. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the only the second one is when was really effective was when she landed some ground and pound. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as Bueno Silva started changing her position, like, Manon got up. You know what I'm saying? Like, Manon was like, oh, nope. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as I'm in this position, I'll land punches, but nope, I'm not. You start wiggling and squirming, I'm getting up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I see. You know what I'm saying? But, she did good things. She won the exchange because she landed the ground and pound. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But to me, in the fight with Procopio, Casey O'Neill showed 10 times more striking than Manon showed grappling in this fight. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. The time spent on the feet.
But I'm talking about what looks cleaner, though. Like, I know she showed more, but I think the grappling of Manon looked sharper and the striking looked sharper, even as she sit. That's my point. Like, she looks sharper. It don't matter how much time she used. It looks sharper in both departments. They still look technically better on the ground. That's why Mayra Bueno Silva had no chance in this fight.
She looked technically better than Casey O'Neill when Casey O'Neill positionally dominated Laura Procopio in this fight, bro.
Yes.
She positionally dominated and broke this girl throughout the course of the ground exchanges in this fight.
Still look better.
She broke her down almost Jillian Robertson style, slow and steady, position over submission. Like, what?
But she never stopped trying. She never stopped trying to that third round, Procopio. Like, she just kind of gasped, but she still was always in the fight. Like, I see Manon was up in here breaking this girl. So.
Courtney Casey was still in the fight with Jillian Robinson, but Jillian still broke her. Like, she didn't break her. Like Casey O'Neill broke her on the feet and on the ground. Like,
I don't say Casey O'Neill broke Procopio on the feet, though.
She had Procopio shooting for takedowns. Because Casey O'Neill, especially in round 2, Casey O'Neill started feeling herself and fainting and, you know what I'm saying, doing what she do. Like, she was feeling herself.
Yeah.
And it's so clearly obvious that Casey O'Neill spent 2 years in Thailand at Tiger Muay Thai training, getting the striking. Her striking looked very Muay Thai-ish. Straight punches down the pipe, you know what I'm saying, front push kicks, you know what I'm saying, ending combinations with head kicks, knees in the clinch, pulling the head down, knees coming up, you know what I'm saying, to the chin. I'm looking at this like, man, I see somebody who's been training a whole lot of Muay Thai.
Yeah,
not some sloppy striker that everybody's talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, her striking can be better, you know what I'm saying, but being a sloppy, you know what I'm saying, y'all talk about Casey O'Neill like she's this, you know what I'm saying, this sloppy, you know what I'm saying, Jessica Andrade without the power type of striker, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all talking like she out here winging punches. Casey O'Neill ain't winging punches. Her punches come straight down the pipe.
Hold on 1 second. I see High Five says tired of this. He said goodbye. Well, this is what happens when you talk to hardcore fans and not casual fans. So y'all got to get used to it. Some topics are going to go on for a little bit. I mean, we always do whatever over here, but when we're talking about 2 fighters that are upcoming fights, we ain't gonna just talk about your basic Kayla Harrison and your basic Nunez and your Rose Namajunas. So we're gonna be talking about fights. So
we talking about high five. So if this ain't what you want to hear, high five. You can go ahead and roll up on out.
We get lyrical over here sometimes. So
bro.
Hold on. Brian Williams said, "No, BJ, she got up because she lost her mouthpiece after that." Yeah. That's what I wanted to bring up too. Like that up kick that came up, her mouthpiece had come out.
Who mouthpiece came out?
That was who was it? Was it Manon's? Somebody's mouthpiece came out. Yeah. It was Manon. It was Manon's mouthpiece. Yeah. Because Mayra was on her back, and I saw Manon like point to her mouth.
I didn't see that. I must have.
He like reached up under the cage or something, like right where Mayra Bueno Silva was. He pulled out a mouthpiece and had to put it back in.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
Robert Chicken Wing said that's why Valentina cheated. She had no answer for Holly. It was dirty. Nobody mentions it because everybody loves Valentina. And I'm not even a big Holly fan. What is he talking about?
That's what Val cheated. She had no answer for Val cheated? When did she cheat?
He said she headbutted Holly.
I don't know if she headbutted that hard to lose 5 rounds, right? 4 or 5 rounds.
That's my first time seeing that. I seen Valentina counter Holly perfectly for 5 rounds. That's what I saw.
Hold on, the boss said the way O'Neal breaks her opponents is very impressive, no doubt. But what happens if she faces someone who has a good ground game and good cardio? You answer that, BJ.
I mean, we seen that Casey O'Neal. Listen, listen, guys. What I'm getting ready to say is not an opinion. Okay, so I'm not going to argue an opinion. What I'm about to say is not an opinion. This is a fact. And what we have seen Casey O'Neal do in all of the fights that she's had in the UFC is we have seen Casey O'Neal being a pressure fighter, coming in throwing nice technical strikes. You know what I'm saying? Coming in throwing strikes straight down the pipe, throwing combinations. That's what we see Casey O'Neal do. Whether she's just striking just to strike or she's striking to set up a takedown. You know what I'm saying? She's no matter what the after effect of the striking is, the point is she's striking. You know what I'm saying? I think that Casey O'Neal wouldn't be opposed to fighting a good, somebody who's just as, sometimes when you have two good grapplers, match each other, it turns into a striking match. Okay, who's striking is going to be better? I'm going to use it for, I'm going to say for an example, Cub Swanson versus Crone Gracie. You know what I'm saying? When Crone Gracie came into the UFC, supposed to be this dangerous grappler, he don't want to go to the ground with Cub Swanson. Nobody really wants to, be in a squirrely situation on the ground with Cub Swanson. High level grappler, high level jiu-jitsu practitioner. You know what I'm saying? People think Cub's a banger. No, Cub's a high level jiu-jitsu practitioner. And what happened in the fight with Crone Gracie? Those two stood and traded for 3 rounds. Roxy versus Casey O'Neal can easily turn out to be the same type of fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, Roxy may not want to put herself in any dangerous positions on the ground with Casey O'Neal, even though she's the more experienced fighter. Being a good grappler is being a good grappler. Anybody can get caught. You know what I'm saying? So this may turn into a striking match. And I think Casey O'Neal can hold her own against Roxanne Modafferi on the feet. We all have come to the conclusion that Roxy is a very effective striker who's very accurate, even though she sees the fight in flashes. She's very accurate. You know what I'm saying? Very accurate puncher straight down the pipe. But Casey O'Neal striking, man, I'm telling y'all done got comfortable saying that she's not a good striker. You know what I'm saying? She's a very decent striker, just like De La Rosa is, just like Aaron Blanchfield. Those girls are decent strikers. They can fight on the feet if that's what they have to do. They talk about it in their interviews. You know what I'm saying? They talk about, I'm ready to fight wherever this fight goes. I'm ready for it. You know what I'm saying? So we got to start giving these the only real bad striker at flyweight that's anywhere close to being in this conversation is Jillian Robertson. Jillian Robertson is what you would call somebody who cannot strike, who has very sloppy striking. That's Jillian Robertson. And I'm a Jillian Robertson fan, and you hear me saying that. You know what I'm saying? But in comparison to Jillian Robertson, you know what I'm saying? She's, doesn't have any striking at all. compared to these girls striking are leagues ahead of hers. You know what I'm saying? They may not be up there with somebody like Chukagian or Manon, but they don't have to be because they have another tool that they can use. You don't have to be a great striker to compete with a striker. You just have to know how to make your game plan work. That's the only thing I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like we're comparing the striking of people who aren't strikers to strikers. That's comparing apples and oranges. You got to compare their style as a whole to the next person's style as a whole. Yes, so-and-so is a better striker, but what does so-and-so do that's better than so? And yeah, fighter A is a better striker than fighter B, but what does fighter B do better than fighter A? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That's really all I'm saying. We harper too much on these girls striking. You know what I'm saying? How good of a striker they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, Erin Blanchfield is not that good. Or Montana De La Rosa is not that good of a striker, but she's a fish on the ground. And she has a solid striking game, and we've seen it. Casey O'Neill, okay, her striking is not that good. It's effective. You know what I'm saying? When she uses it, it works. You know, but she's a fish on the ground. Come on, man. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard to understand.
Oh, the robot chicken said I'd rather watch Casey than Chukagian. Not me. I'd rather watch Chukagian. Dang, man, I keep forgetting that the fight is the 12th. Roxy and Casey fight on the 12th, man. I keep saying the 26th, but yeah, it's the 12th, man. That's right around the corner, man. They got to be ready. She got to be ready for this fight, man.
Hold on, Humble. I got to refresh it.
All right. Casey looked technical against Procopio, but unpolished against Antonina. All right. Yeah, you got to refresh that. I got to let you back in. All right, there you go.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
I can hear echo.
Hold on. What about now? Can you still hear an echo?
Let me see. No. Okay, yeah, echo's gone. No, it's back again.
Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna be back in. Hold on.
Okay. All right, yeah, so yeah. Robotchick says Casey's smart enough to know if it's not working on the feet, she'll go for takedowns. Yeah, that's her thing. Like, I think Casey knows her. She wants to try out her striking here and there, but she doesn't really want to like overly commit. But the minute it starts to get deep, she'll go to the ground. She'll have to go to the ground because she's working on her striking, but she's still not like polished. So yeah, I can agree with that. James Perez, what's the other guy's name talking? Oh, that's No Filter. You saw in the comment section, No Filter MMA, BJ. I'll just say BJ isn't fair assessing. Brian said, I'll just say BJ isn't fair assessing Manon, and I'm not fair assessing Casey. It's because y'all are constantly comparing them. How am I not fair assessing Casey though? Like I'm giving you the facts on what I see. So I mean, I know you want to make it seem like we're just both being biased here, but I'm being fair. Because I see her doing a little bit of everything, but it just needs work. So where am I lying about Casey needing to work? Like, what am I saying that's not fair when I say Casey O'Neill needs to work on her striking and that she's still a little bit unpolished? Like, where is that not a fair assessment? That's what I just need to know, because I'll tell you about Manon. I say Manon needs to work on certain things. She just looks a little bit sharper than Casey. Like, how is that not fair assessment? Oh, he's back.
All right, Combo, say something now.
Yeah. All right. All right.
No echo?
No echo.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good comment that James Preston, he said what he just said now is accurate when you compare girls to each other, comparing their strength and all. But if you want to have a good chance against Bullet, you have to be good everywhere. Absolutely, James Perez. That's an absolute truth. Like, against Valentina is one thing, but against each other, like against where they are in the division, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think, but Combo, I think we can come to the conclusion here. You know, we can meet in the middle here and say that the girls on the level of Manon and Casey, you know, and Aaron Blanchfield, Miranda Maverick, Macy Barber, Taylor Rosa, like that, them being amongst each other is only, I think that them being in that same group is going to prepare them to fight people like, you know what I'm saying, Chukagian and Maya and shit like that, like Valentina. You know, that's a good group to be around.
Oh, you still there? Hold on. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. Like, the earlier in the division, people like De La Rosa and Robertson didn't have the best people around them to help them, you know what I'm saying, be prepared to fight. You know what I'm saying? Somebody as like a Valentino. But now the people that's there, it's a solid group of girls in that half of the division that, you know, the ones who do emerge, they're going to be sharp. They're going to be sharp, bro. When the ones that do come out of the rough. Say that again?
I agree with that. Yeah, like they're a lot more well-rounded fighters now, so they got to work. They've all got to work. Because like a lot of these fights right now are going to be 50-50 because they don't. Because a lot of the women now don't have just one set skill set.
Right.
Oh, hold on for a second. I'm reading this comment. Let's see. Brian said because it always ends in as opposed to Manon. Well, on one end, we're comparing the two. So, yeah, it's going to end that way. Like if I'm telling you one's better than the other. But as a whole, when I am assessing Casey O'Neill, I'm just telling you that there's certain things I need to see her work on. And I think a lot of other people feel like there's things she needs to work on. So it's not no unfair assessment because I gave her credit on her 3 wins. So when we do compare them, like when BJ will ask me or say this is what she looks like against Manon, I've got to compare them. But like overall, when I assess her, she's a number 15 fighter that just has some work to do.
Guys, listen, when it all boils down, Combo Breaker 99 is a fan of Manon. He's a fan of Manon Fiorot, and I'm a fan of Casey O'Neill, guys.
Right. But I'm going to be fair about the assessment that I see. I'm still going to say that I'll still say, look, like somebody Jennifer Maya, I'm going to say she's a better fighter. I'm going to say like Aaron Blanchfield's ground game is better than Manon Fiorot's ground game. I think that. Even though she's not even ranked, I'm not afraid to say that because that's what I see. But I'm not going to just throw that out because I'm a fan of her. So that's not unfair. That's why I do these round by rounds because I want you to see what I'm seeing and what is, you know, what her weaknesses are. If I was completely biased, I would never talk about her weaknesses over here.
True, man. You know, but I think that they both, I do, man. I honestly think that they both, I think whether it's a year or whether it's 2 years, Combo, I think, you know what I'm saying, the top 5 is going to look a whole lot different than what it looks right now. I can see, you know what I'm saying, I can see Casey O'Neill being in the, you know, top 5. I can see Manon in the top 5. I can see De La Rosa in the top 5. I can see Aaron Blanchfield in the top 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say that again.
Oh, sorry. I was pumping my brakes on Montana. Sorry.
Oh, man, you crazy, man. You crazy. But I think those girls can be top 5, you know, at least top 10. Like, the top 10 can be, you know what I'm saying, all of them plus a couple or more, you know what I'm saying? Plus, you know, what's your girl? Melissa Gatto, if she can pull it together, or, you know, I think maybe like a Mandy Bohm can even get up there. She get her shit together. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's a meaty division. That division becomes real deep if those girls are at the top of the pack.
All right,
you know what I'm saying?
I got a question. I got a question.
Go ahead.
You asked me to show you the ground game in this fight, right? You wanted me to show you the strengths of Manon in this fight, right?
Yes.
All right. Well,
just like I showed you.
Yeah.
Striking on the last one.
So I'm gonna give you those assessments. So that's why I'm showing more assessment to Manon in this round by round, because you asked me to show you. So I'm gonna show you what it looks like compared to Casey. I'm just answering what Brian Williams saying because he making it sound like I'm being biased again. So I'm just showing you that this is why I think it's technically better, because this is what BJ asked me to show. So I showed it.
Let me see here. What did Brian Williams say?
Well, he was saying that we weren't really being fair as far as assessing him, and he was saying I wasn't, but I'm just telling you that I am.
Brian Williams coming for combo neck. What?
Oh, you know me. Look, I already got my guard up, man.
I mean, he calling you biased. I don't think combo biased. I just think that combo is preferred to a certain style because I am. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that because I give a wrestler or grappler credit all day, because that's why I watch it for everything now. You know what I mean? Like I mean,
but I think you acknowledge the other side more than I do, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You acknowledge, the type of strength and type of problems that a striker can present. You know what I'm saying? And see, me, I'm always talking about, you know what I'm saying, how dangerous it can be. This fighter, if so-and-so fighter gets you to the ground, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you hear me say 99% of the time. You know what I'm saying? If this person gets this person to the ground, you know what I'm saying? Like, this becomes a dangerous fight. It's a dangerous fight. And it's always that if factor. You know what I'm saying? But you always come at it from, like, a striker's perspective, though. You know what I'm saying? And it's only natural. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute to look back and be like, damn, I guess I do favor that style a little bit more. You know, because people started saying, you like grapplers. Like, you always talk about grapplers. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I think I'm just talking about fighters. You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it and I talk about grapplers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I think you do prefer that type of style, though. You prefer that style that we've seen Aaron Blanchfield show. Like, we've seen Aaron Blanchfield show everything.
Like, I consider her a grappler, but I still put her in my top list though, because she is, when it all comes down to it, a jiu-jitsu practitioner, and the fact that she's growing as a fighter, just doing everything, is what I like. I can say I like stand-up fighters. I like well-rounded fighters. I can do either one, really. It's got to be somebody that brings something to the table that makes it just dominant in any of the disciplines, in my opinion. And
I don't want people to think that I don't want to see Manon do well, or you know what I'm saying, or that I don't root for Manon. Once again, Manon's spot in my my quadruple threat is very solid, and it hasn't moved, and it's probably not gonna move. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's in my quadruple threat. You know what I'm saying? So, there's the reason why I have Manon in that bunch. You know what I'm saying? I think that Manon, she's dangerous. She's a very dangerous fighter. She's a very dangerous fighter. She's a very confident fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see Manon being phased. I don't see her falling to the mental part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, those European girls are tough, man. Like, those girls are very tough. That's why I'm saying, like, Mandy Bohm. People talk about Mandy Bohm. Mandy Bohm is tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's a tough girl, and that's a mentally solid girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Mandy Bohm lost that fight. Like, she, but that was her first fight. Let's see what Mandy Bohm gonna do now. You know what I'm saying? And girls like Manon, those European girls, very, very. Look at Joanna's mentality. You don't see those European girls falling to the emotional shit that American fighters fall to. Like, you don't see Joanna Young Jacek. You know what I'm saying? you see her being a badass every time you know what I'm saying, she in front of the camera, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see Valentina Shevchenko, stone faced, you know what I'm saying, not letting shit fuck with her, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different mentality for these girls. So, Manon is solid, but I think that Casey O'Neill is right in the same running with Manon Fiorot. I think she is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Casey O'Neill is solid. She's a solid fighter, man, and she knows how to win. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to face it versus y'all see it as a negative. Like, y'all see like some of the adversity that she's faced as a negative. I don't see that as a negative. Like, I see everything that happens to these fighters on this level, I see it as like, this is going to prepare them because they're not going to do nothing but face more of this as they progress through the division. You know what I'm saying? Looking back on Jillian Robertson's loss to Macy Barber, yeah, it hurt in the moment. Like, imagine me watching that happen sitting in front of the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what is it shown for Jillian Robertson hasn't lost like that or come close to losing like that again. You know what I'm saying? She learned from that fight. You know what I'm saying? She learned that she has to get out of the danger. Don't put herself too far deep in the danger with that type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? Don't test the waters that much with that type of fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't take that chance with Poliana Botelho. She didn't take that chance with Priscilla Cachoeira. You know what I'm saying? Fighters learn from shit that happened to them. Montana De La Rosa, since the fight with, I'm talking about her striking being solid going into that fight with Araujo, she obviously showed some holes in their game. But since that fight, Montana's striking has looked much sharper. You know what I'm saying? It looked
Are you
much.
talking about chopping block?
Say what?
Nothing.
You crazy, man. Don't start with me, Combo. But I take it as a win. The adversity that Casey O'Neill has faced, I take it as, learning experience. The adversity that Manon faced. You know what I'm saying? Now Manon knows she can't just stand in front of people that, like that, because she ate some shots from Bueno Silva. Like, she got hit to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the most damage she ever took. So, man, these hurdles and these obstacles that these fighters go through in these fights, man, y'all got to start seeing that as a positive.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. But I want to read this comment here because this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what we look. Mojo said basically what I'm saying is that this is a nice thing to have going on in WMMA. Several fighters making strides to become contenders and causing good debate, getting people talking.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. That's why, look, I come from the boxing world, like box background. This is what we do all day. And I think this is new to a lot of WMMA fans. So when they hear us go on like different streams, this is what we always do. This is what fight fans do. Like, one day you're going to be talking about this topic. Next day you might be talking about it. You might be talking about it again because that's what it needs. Like, if nobody's on here talking about it, you're going to be like, oh, why is nobody like watching the women? Why is nobody paying them no attention? You know what I mean? So if you complain about it, I'm like, then maybe the fight game ain't for you, because this is what we do. Boxing, where I come from, this is what we do. I talk to my boys like 4 or 5 hours about the fight game, So if me and you do that, that's like, if you want to stay, you can stay. But if you don't, you go.
Right. Yeah. That's why I'm saying you don't want to listen to it. You don't want to get into the thick of it. Roll out. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna get it's people that's gonna want to listen to that thick. You know what I'm saying? People want to get in on the conversation with that, bro. So I feel you, homie. I feel you.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Let me ask you about this Viviane Araújo fight, though, man. Let me switch up a little bit. Viviane Araújo, Andrea Lee, man. Like, that's the next one. I'm kind of like torn on. I can't decide who's gonna win, man. Like,
I got Andrea Lee, bro, because this is why I say that. Because Andrea Lee knows when somebody's coming at him wild. You know what I'm saying? Which Araújo starts out. Well, she didn't against De La Rosa, though.
Yeah.
She didn't against De La Rosa. She stayed patient the whole time. I think I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think she was afraid of, I'm not afraid, but I think that she knew that Montana could catch her with a big shot if she's wild and leaving herself open like she does in normally when we see Araújo fight, you know what I'm saying? Montana can catch you if you let her catch you. If you wild and open and Montana throwing, she can catch you. You know what I'm saying? So she was very patient. I think she was patient for another reason too. She knew she could outstrike her. But Andrea Lee, though, you know what I'm saying? Andrea Lee, she knows how to deal with somebody coming full-fledged at her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, her jab is good. Her jab is stiff. It don't look like it's nothing, but you know what I'm saying? I was there when she fought De La Rosa, man. She hit De La Rosa with that jab. And you talking about, as Montana was shooting to change levels, she stuck her with a jab. You talking about snapping her head back, bro. You know what I'm saying? You talking about snapping her head back. She snapped Montana's head back. I was like, whoa, Andrea Lee. I'm front row, bro. I'm front row. I said, damn, Andrea Lee got a jab. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a nice jab. And she might slow Araujo down with that jab. And when it comes to the clinch, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to the clinch, Andrea Lee is good in the clinch, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we see Araujo fade. We see, what was Araujo's last fight? Who was it?
Chukagian.
Was it Chukagian? What was the fight before that?
Before that, Roxanne.
It was a fight that it might have been the Chukagian because she lost the fight. They come out of the clinch, bro, and she was dead. Like, you could see it on her face. Like, she was good. They went into a clinch position. You know, counter Chukagian, she's more defensive in the clinch. You know what I'm saying? But whatever it was, the clinch exchange that they had, she come out of it gas. And Andrea Lee can just take full advantage of that. Andrea Lee's a sneaky fighter, man, who can win fights. So, I got Andrea Lee. As much as it pains me to say that, I got Andrea Lee, man.
I know it do, man. Like, I think I'm going to have to, oh, man, I ain't picking yet, but I can see where you're saying Andrea Lee, because going into this fight, Andrea's got a lot of tools to use, man. Like, Andrea Lee's got the kickboxing. You know, she's not afraid to go to the ground. Not saying Viviane Araújo is, but you see her go from the ground to the feet. She'll fight for 3 rounds, but sometimes Viviane Araújo only fight like 1.5 or maybe 2. And then you just see how she be tossing girls sometimes when she uses her judo. So I think just her all-around combinations is gonna be trouble for Viviane Araújo. You know, it's the punches, it's the kicks, like she was doing to Lauren Murphy, you know, JoJo and them.
Unless Araujo has
power, tightened
up. Yeah, dude, she's got that cardio down pat, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if Araujo can fight like she fought De La Rosa, you know what I'm saying? And she can do that every fight, bro, and survive in the clinch and come out of those clinches, you know, still fresh and ready to go, man. Like, because every fight, some fights gonna end up in the clinch, man. Like, you know, a fight like Andrea Lee, 9 times out of 10, there's gonna be a clinch situation somewhere in that fight. You know what I'm saying? If Araujo has tuned up her cardio, man, she can be nasty, bro. Because her striking is good, and she's a grappler. That's what I don't understand. She's a grappler, and she's got really good hands. You know what I'm saying? So, sharp, crisp jab, you know what I'm saying? Hard punches, step in, overhand rights and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's a lot of power in her punches too, you know what I'm saying? So, she might bust Andrea Lee nose up, you know what I'm saying? Calvillo did.
That's what I'm about to say. That's one thing about Andrea Lee is, like, Andrea Lee can get pulled into a firefight now. Andrea Lee will go into the pocket, start getting hit, and, you know, Viviane Araújo she got some pop to her. Like, I don't see Viviane Araújo getting hit as much in her fights, though. Like, I don't see her taking clean shots like Andrea Lee does. Like, Andrea Lee is quick with her hands, but her head is always on the line to be hit. Yeah, like, she is right there. So Viviane, I think she may have a bit of an edge when it comes to her mix-up, like her ability to execute different, like, for as long as it lasts. That's the thing, man. Like, every time we gotta say that about her, that's how I have to, like, always, like, yeah, I gotta cap it off like that. I'd be like, man, like, Viviane is fun to watch, but I don't know if she'll ever get to that title shot realm, man.
Araujo, bro. Oh, they was high on Araujo.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I was too, but I never got to put her in like a triple threat just because, like, when I started seeing that cardio and Jessica I fight, I was like, we got to look at things. We got to step back. We got to look at something.
I got to say this off record, though. Viviane Araujo is top 5 baddie in the UFC.
I don't disagree with that.
Bro, like, at weigh-ins and stuff, bro, like, when her hair and stuff is down, like, I'm like, Araujo. For real, like I just had to say that off record.
Well, she definitely, I would say, like top 10, like nice physiques. Like some of the girls I'm looking at, like just to have the like Tisha Torres style physique, she's definitely up there. She's definitely up there when it comes to that too. So yeah, we just said that's off record.
Bro, Adarujo she's so bad, bro. Like she really is. Like Viviane Adarujo is so bad. I'm sorry.
All right, man. Hold on. Let me ask you. All right, Mazo Agapo.
Oh, who?
Sabina Mazo and not Sabina Mazo, not Sabina Mazo, Agapova and Moreau. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you said Bone. Mazo. I thought you said Mazo Gatto. That's what you said.
No, I said Mazo Agapova.
Oh, Mazo. Is that who she's fighting?
No, they already fought. I was actually naming a fight that already happened. You know, Agapova.
Agapova.
So Agapova and Moreau.
I got Agapova, bro. Moreau's just been out for too long. You know what I'm saying? She's just been out for too long. I haven't. It felt like when's the last time she fought? Like 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a win.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's been a, huh?
She got a win over Mayra Bueno Silva.
Yeah, but that was so long ago, man. That's 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
I know. Yeah, she got skills though.
She got skills. But I'm gonna have to go Agapova. I'm gonna have to go Maria Agapova, dude, because she just punishes. She's a punisher. You know, so we gotta start. I mean, if she beats, I think she need one more win before we start talking about Maria Agapova. I want to see her versus Manon, though. That's a good fight.
Oh, and yeah, that would be good. That would be good. That would be a good stand-up fight. That'd be a good stand-up fight.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Agapova against Moroz if the fight happened.
Okay, I already know you're going Mandy Bohm over Mazo.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Mandy Bohm. Sabina Mazo, man, I don't know. Like Mandy Bohm might do to Mazo what she wanted to do to Lipsky. Like she might tee off on Mazo. You know what I'm saying? Because Mazo, I don't know, man. Mazo just don't seem. It's just for me. It's a speed thing for Mazo. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a speed thing and movement thing. You know what I'm saying? She ain't got her chin. I mean, dude, her chin is right there. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's right, especially when she start throwing. Like when she throws punches, like her chin is right up in the air, dude. Like it's just right there. And I think if Mandy Baum. I think she can dominate Mazo on the ground. I know she can dominate Mazo on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just Mandy Baum. But on the feet, though, I think she could still beat Mandy. I mean, I think she could still beat Sabina Mazo.
Yeah, I think she could beat her on the feet too. But always gotta watch out for them head kicks, man. Mazo always dangerous though.
Yeah, those knees, bro. Her knees come right up to the chin. She can throw them right up to the chin, bro.
Yeah, her legs are long, man.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they freakishly long. And her waist is super high, you know what I'm saying? So she got all of that dexterity, you know what I'm saying? Like her hips are super high, so she got all of that dexterity. And she can bring her so I've seen her do it, dude. She barely pulls your head down, like in the clinch. She barely pulls your head down. Her knees come all the way up, dude. They slice all the way up to the chin. And I'm like, yo, that's nasty. Like, Sabina Mazo nasty with that. But it's just like, you got to be standing right in front of her in order for that to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be as slow as she is for her to get that off on you. If you quick, like Agapova, in and out, shoot. Even Alexis Davis, like, even what Alexis Davis was doing was just way better, bro. Like, Alexis Davis outstruck her, easily in that fight.
And wrestled the heck out of her, man.
I'm telling you, bro. I was like, Alexis got, and the leg kick is right there. Like, Alexis ate the legs up. Well, she ate Sabina Mazo legs up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wow.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so mentioning Alexis Davis, that fights this week. Alexis Davis and Stoyarenko, man. You think Stoyarenko gonna make weight?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know.
135 again. I was like, 135 Stoyarenko. You really gonna do this?
You really gonna do this? Like, she's a featherweight, bro. Like, I mean, I'm just being real. Julie when she fought Leah Letson at 145, dude, like, she was one of the legit featherweights in that tough house. You know what I'm saying? And she almost died that last weight cut, bro. They said she almost died, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, I mean, that's extreme weight cutting. And Leah Letson, that's right around the time me and Leah did that interview, and she was like right after that, as soon as that shit happened, I looked at my phone, I had like 5 messages from Leah Letson. She was like, I told you, these girls are gonna learn. And then Macy Chiasson turns around and horribly misses weight. You know what I'm saying? Leah was like, it's catching up to Macy. It's catching up to Macy Chiasson. Like, I told you. I was like, yeah, you said it. You need to fight in their weight class, bro. If everybody who really should be at 145 fought at 145 and let the rest sort out 135, like, we would have a division.
Oh yeah. They need to just go. I mean, Norma Dumont and Macy Chiasson are fighting at 145. So
I'm glad.
Come on.
At 145.
Yeah, I'm glad too, man. No,
We
okay.
ain't talked about that combo.
Yeah, no, we haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
I know that'll cheer everybody up.
Yeah, I think Macy need to just stay, bro. She need to just stay.
Yeah, having the flyweight. I mean, it's kind of giving some light to a flyweight division, but
Featherweight.
featherweight. I'm not gonna get my hopes up about it though, man. I'm gonna just take the fights as they come when it comes to 145. I mean, I like the matchup, but I'll just take them as they come.
Okay, because now who do you got? You got Macy, you got Norma, you got Leah.
Is the Santos, she still there?
Santos is still there. You got what's her name? Danielle Wolf. Wait, has anybody heard from Danielle Wolf?
I ain't heard nothing, man. Not since 2020.
I'm about to post that on Twitter. Is Danielle Wolf still gonna fight? Like,
Yeah,
I'm just waiting to hear that announcement, that Danielle Wolf Leah Letson announcement. That's what I'm waiting on.
put up one of them. Like they do the missing pay. The missing pay, like the milk carton thing.
Missing UFC fighter.
Yeah, like do like a miss. You know how they find like a template or a meme or something and put her.
That's what I'm gonna have to put Danielle Wolf's face on it.
Yeah, put her face.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I might have to actually do that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, where is this woman at? Like, I understand she hurt her knee or whatever, but it's been 2 years, bro. Like, people come back from that fairly quick. Like, Tony Ferguson came back in 6 months?
Yeah, it's like half a year for him. He's ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, what's going on with this woman? You know, I think it'll be Leah Letson and Danielle Wolf. And, Leah Letson pick up a nice little dub. That's what I think. I think she'll beat Danielle Wolf.
Oh, Leah Lesson, yeah, I think she could for sure. Yeah, Leah Lesson could definitely do that because too many tools for Danielle Wolf. Danielle Wolf really wasn't knocking anybody out in boxing, so.
Yeah, and that's like Taekwondo versus boxing right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that. But yeah, Combo, man, I just think, we just got to see how this flyweight division shake out. I say that every time, but we just got to see how it shake out, man. Like, the first quarter of 2022, we're going to learn a lot. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to learn from now until May, we're going to learn a lot. Like, it's going to be some movement at 125 pounds. By that time, we've probably had a Jillian Robertson fight, De La Rosa fight, Blanchfield fight, maybe even a Maverick fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been and had the Manon fight. We've been and had the O'Neal fight. You know what I'm saying? So, by May, we should have some answers to some of these questions that we've been asking for the last couple of months.
Yeah, definitely, man, because it's one of the more active divisions. So by summertime, Val, she's gonna have a fight announced for either Taylor or somebody, and then we are gonna have Andrea Lee versus Viviana Ruha out the way. One of them might be next in line, and then we'll know if Manon is gonna be breaking top 10. So it's getting crazy, man. It is getting crazy.
Casey O'Neill probably been, already been unstopped Roxanne. So,
Oh, he had to throw that in there, man. Oh,
yeah, she been unstopped. She been unstopped Roxanne. So, what I'm saying? So, she'll be probably top 10 if she stopped Roxanne. They'll probably give her a number 10 spot. So, that might give her a number 9 spot. If she beats Roxanne, they give her number 9. Casey O'Neill get number 10. Manon Fiorot get number 10 spot. But yeah,
I don't know, man. I might do a fight companion that night when it play.
If you do a fight companion, if you do a fight companion on, if you do a live fight commentary with Manon, I'll do one with Casey O'Neill and Roxanne.
Okay, you do one.
That's in 2 weeks though.
Which one?
Roxanne and Casey O'Neill.
About a week and a half now.
Yeah, week and a half. Yeah, next week. Yeah, that's next week.
Yeah.
So, oh shit, that shit is next week. When is Manon?
March 5th. Same card with Rodriguez and Jana. So that's gonna be blazing.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a good. And then we got.
I think Agapov was on that card too.
Yeah, Agapov was on that card. Yep.
Damn. So
that's a good card.
Might win and try to call out Manon or something. So it's gonna be a little crazy. Somebody, yeah. I think Agapov gonna get with Manon.
Yeah.
No, Agapov got beat with just Moreau.
Marina Moreau, yes. Okay, yes, Marina Moreau. That's right. Okay. Well, damn, come on, man. I ain't staying on here with you all night, bro. I'm getting the hell up off of this line, bro.
Well, you said 15 minutes. I mean, hey.
I know I said 15 minutes. It's been 45.
The door was open. You could have left whenever, but you kept sitting back down.
Facts. I could have, I know, man. But when we get started, bro, it's hard to pull it back.
Oh yeah.
But it's what we do, bro. So it is what it is.
Yeah, definitely, man. I'll probably be back on tomorrow, man. But just let everybody know they can follow you and troll you at.
Yes, but that's always a given. At No Filter MMA on Twitter, No Filter MMA right here on YouTube, guys. So most definitely hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to my boy Combo Breaker for sure. And I'm out.
All right, bro. Take it easy.
Peace out, man.
Shut this thing down. Yeah. Okay. Oh snap! Who got time now? Marcus Bell. I think you could have left him. Marcus. I mean, we was up in here chatting, so we was just chatting. I just came back to the chat room now. Oh my goodness, what is all of that? See, yeah, I didn't even know. I thought James Perez was even here trying to converse earlier. He was, but dang, I didn't know he commented that many times. Dang. What is all of this go talk? Hey, look. I didn't even know, man. Oh, I'm echoing. Let me shut the other mic off. Thank you, BJ. Appreciate that. Said I was up and echoing like a referee. Marcus said I just timed him out for 300 seconds since he was trolling with some messages. Okay, hey. Well, look, I trust Marcus's judgment I trust Marcus Bell, his judgment. So whatever he feels need when I ain't around, that's what I need. Somebody, like I said, I trust Marcus Bell's judgment. If he feel like right then was a little too much, he can come right back. James Perez, you can come back. Yeah. But I don't think Marcus just go on and grab anybody and just tag. He'll just tag anybody or block anybody. So he on the bots all the time too. So everybody's saying he was just active. Maybe he just okay. Yeah, you can bring it. Yeah. James can come on back though. Yeah, you ain't gotta block him or nothing. Zama said he was just active. Yeah, he was active. Cause I was talking and I came back to the chat and looked. And me and BJ were just talking, man. We just going in like we usually do. And I looked at the chat and I just saw all brown, and I was like, oh, okay. He wasn't really saying nothing bad either. He was in there. I was actually talking to him earlier. I didn't know what else he said after that, but yeah, you can definitely let him come on back though. Marcus hit him in the head with the wrench. He said, dang. Marcus said, bing. Hit him in the head with a wrench. Mark Robot Chicken said, I hit him with facts and he still was trying to troll. We got to be grown here. Me just said, but Marcus come and troll my comment section. They got it, damn it. I need to take you. No, Marcus still the handyman around here. He's still doing his thing. He's still the handyman. Yeah, if you're not cursing and being disrespectful, that's fine. Like I said, I don't delete nothing, man. I mean, we disagree on a lot of stuff, and I'd rather just say what I gotta say to you, face, when we on here, we can go all day long, but as long as you ain't cursing or saying crazy stuff. Yeah, I didn't even know, but yeah, he can come back. Ulysses said, what's going on? He said, really good fights coming up. Yeah, man. Roxy Casey is this next weekend coming up. Alexis Davis. Yeah, he didn't say nothing bad. Excuse me. Alexis Davis, Stoyarenko. I gotta cancel that too. Let's see. UFC 271 is next weekend. Izzy Rock. Hold on. What's his name? Canyonero. Yeah, I was about to call him Rocky. Yeah, Canyonero is on there. So we got Izzy Roberts Whitaker. I think Casey and Roxy are the only women fighting next weekend. Yeah, they are. Casey and Roxy are the only women's fight. And the weekend after that, Jessie Jess and Stephanie Edgar. Corey McKenna. Oh, man, Corey McKenna and Elise Reed is canceled? Did you know that, BJ? Corey McKenna and Elise Reed is canceled. I didn't know that. Corey McKenna and Elise Reed is canceled, BJ. I don't know if you saw that. I was kind of favoring Elise Reed in that one too, just kind of going back and looking at some of her fights. She had a good chance. I thought she had a good chance. That's why I was going to be competitive. With Corey being out the mix for a minute, I was like, this definitely looks like it's going to be a 50-50 fight. Lolita, what's up? She said, why is it canceled? I just saw it canceled on UFC. I'm looking now, though. Hold on. It still says confirmed on Tapology, but it says canceled on Google. In a minute. Let me see. Nah, I think it's still on. I think the fight is still on. It said canceled in one place, but it looked like it's still on. Yeah, I can see why everybody leaning towards McKenna. Definitely, yeah. Same here. She's got some good skills, good technique on her feet and on the ground. Yeah, yeah, it's on Google. Either where it says if you type in UFC, it says February 19th and it says canceled in red. But if you go to Tapology, it's still on. So, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It got moved. That's why it did get canceled. It's moved to March 19th. It moved out a month. So yeah, it's canceled on the February 19th card. So yeah, yeah. It moved to March 19th, yo. It moved from February 19th to March 19th. So yeah, that it is canceled on this card. What else? Yeah, I think that's about. Wait, who else is Molly McCann and Wanda Carolina's on that? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's on the UK card now. It's on the London card. You know, Molly McCann's fighting on there. You know, she be fighting, doing a lot of home territory fights. And, you know, Patty Pimlet's on that card. Yeah, and I think that's good promotion for Corey McKenna. You know, on her home turf. Yeah, that should be a good one though, man. I'm kind of glad they did just so they can kind of build it up a little bit more and to get time to work. Oh boy, I stretched my back out. Oh, Robot Chick said Alexis Graphics might get worked. She might. She might. Yeah, yeah, Patty Pimbless on this card. Everybody's on this card. All your Irish folks up here. So yeah, I'm gonna get back on here tomorrow and we'll talk about this Invicta fight coming up. This title fight for Invicta coming up tomorrow, and then we're gonna talk about what is the name? No, I want to talk about Denise Zambawanga and Soy Ham, that rematch for ONE FC. Yeah, he's on the main card. Huh? Yeah, Zama said they pad and Patty. Yeah, he's on. They are, man. He's on the main card already. How many fights has he had in the UFC anyway? Like one, two? Yeah, he's had like two. Cause I remember seeing him in Cage Warriors, but no, he's only had one fight. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, he only fought that one last fight, and yeah, he's already on the main card now. Hmm. Robot, y'all still talking about James Perez? He was trolling. I mean, I saw Goat a lot. I know he's talking about Valentino a lot, but I was like, dang, he really on it. Mm. Said meatball all day. Yeah, I think kind of leaning towards. Well, I ain't gonna say kind of. I'm leaning towards Molly McCann. Molly McCann doesn't really have a problem with tall, long fighters. You know that can't use their reach. Molly gonna go in there and put on a show, especially this is at home turf. She gonna go in there and put on a show. Um, Lolita says say those names again. Which names are you talking about? Which names? Or What was I talking about? Alexis Davis and Story Rango. Mm. All I'm doing is hoping that these fights don't get pushed back. That's coming. What do y'all think of Demopoulos, Vanessa Demopoulos? I like her, man. I like Demopoulos on, the level that she's on. I mean, fun to watch. She seemed cool. Definitely, like to go in there and fight. Like one thing you can't count out about Demopoulos is she's always dangerous on the ground. BJ, these grapplers. There's a grappler I like right there. Is Demopoulos. Like Demopoulos, she can get on the ground and submit you just like that. I'm surprised you ain't a fan of Vanessa Demopoulos, BJ. I like her, man. She crazy. She wild, but she got to tighten up though. Got to tighten up before you get all try to get into the top 10. Marcus said every time someone mentions Patty, I'm gonna say Scooby Doo, Shaggy. Yeah. Zama says Meatball can defend kicks to save her life, but Carolina is slow. I think she can't defend kicks. Yeah, I know she can get winded dealing with some grapplers. Oh, Lolita said those two Asian chicks that you were gonna fight. Oh, Denise Zambawanga, and Sohee Ham. It's the rematch. It's the rematch from that last tournament. Denise Zambawanga and Sohee Ham. I thought Denise won that first time. I thought Denise won that fight. I don't know if y'all who else saw that. Denise, I thought Denise Zambawanga won that first fight. They robbed Sohee Ham. Yeah. Vanessa's terrible on the feet, but great ground game. I like her though. Yeah. Man, like she be running into punches. Like she be having fun in there. That's why I can't like knock her. Because she be coming at you. She be coming straight at you, man. But once you get on the ground with her, she is dangerous, man. Like jiu-jitsu is her life, man. That's why I'm saying like you can be beating her, but if you get into any type of grapple with her or try to jump on her in her guard, she's gonna get you, man. She's athletic too. Well, she was a stripper, so I'm just saying like she knows how to translate her pole dance and then her athleticism to the ground. I mean, she already said that. Marcus said Caroline does have longer limbs than Molly. Then again, yeah, it's not an advantage. Because Lupita took her down. Santos could miss. Yeah, Santos was hitting her with a lot of body kicks. Right? Lana Carolina, man, she got to step it up, man. She got that reach. I'm like, come on now. Put that stuff to work. Yeah, Lupita is little. Yeah, her and Vanessa. Yeah, he said sound like a Halle Berry movie. Man, yeah, it was a second viewing. It was okay. bruised. I mean, I just wanted to see more Valentina, like, and I wanted to see more fighters. I wanted more fighters and more music, better music. Yeah. Mark Robinson, what's going on? Late arrival, what's up? What's going on? We missed the round by round. Mark did the round by round for Manon and Mayra Bueno Silva. We've been talking about that. What else? Who do you got? Andrea Lee and Viviana Araujo, Mark. I've been waiting to hear. I don't know if you told me, but yeah, I've been waiting to hear your take on that. How do you see that going? Andrea Lee and Viviana Araujo. B just said Robertson only threw 12 strikes in the McCann fight. How many she throw in the Taylor Santos fight? I'm just asking. Like, I just want to know. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just like looking some fight stuff up. Let's see. So when are they going to schedule Rose and Carla anyway? Like when are they going to schedule that fight? Like, what's the holdup on that? Yeah, yeah. Mark Robinson said, I said a few times that in Bruise, WMMA was basically a side piece in the movie. The movie was basically about her deciding to do better in life for the kid. Yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, like just seeing, them mention WMMA was kind of uh, it was a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? Something new because it was the first thing. But when you go back and really, really analyze, you kind of like, even when I was watching it the first time, I was like, there was more I wanted to see. But I knew this was like a Hollywood thing, a Netflix thing for Halle Berry. So you're only going to get so much, right? But when you watch it a second view and you like, dang, man, I really wanted to see Invicta fighters, or I wanted to see more Valentina as this villain. She went all out with the red hair and everything. She had the red hair looking like a villain, but we didn't see enough of her. Like, didn't really see her like try to come to her gym or antagonize her. Yeah, I agree with that. He just said Rose is scared. Dang, he said Rose is scared. I don't know, man. It's going. They need to schedule something though. See, BJ, you say I only favor strikers, but why am I giving Carla a big chance in this fight? And you always hear me give Carla props on her skills, and she's a wrestler. Like, you never hear me over here talk down about Carla. I'm always like pushing for her title shot and her skills. And she's a wrestler. She ain't a striker. And I think she got a good chance in this Rose fight. So that's a ground fighter right there for you, BJ. I give her a lot of credit. Zama said June at the earliest. Everything before is scheduled. All right, I can see that. I can see them pushing it back. So are you saying Valentina ain't gonna come back till June either? Then Mark said, I wish there was more WMMA. I felt like it was a bit of a switcheroo for me too. I too wanted to see much more Valentina. Yeah. I mean, since they used the name Budokan, I was like, why don't you just have Tanisha up in there somewhere? Tanisha Tennant would have been a good addition. What was that? Gabby Garcia was up in there. I mean, throw somebody up in there from Invicta. I'm sure a lot of them girls would like to be in it. Yeah, Marcus said it would be much better if there was like a build up, like the Rocky movies. Like I said, I don't really watch them. I might go back and watch them, but they knew how to make the villain um, intimidating in that way that really made Rocky have to work. Tanisha Denner was in it. Where was she at? I missed it. I was looking for her. I know she was she sparring? I gotta go back and look, BJ. I was watching that thing twice. I was like, where, maybe, what was I looking at? Yeah, yeah, I missed. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, so what was I asking you, Mark? The other question. What did I ask Mark? Vivian Arujo or Andrea Lee? I'm torn on that fight. BJ picking Andrea. I'm kind of picking Andrea Lee, but I don't know, man. Vivian, I think she's got a good chance though. When I look at what she commits to, when I look at how she commits to that jab and that movement, but that cardio, it's always a butt with her though. And Brian said Rose always scared but never ducks. That's bravery. Yeah, she got a different type of fear. Like you can be scared, but people that are really, really scared are the most dangerous. Like when cobras, whenever a copperhead strikes, it's because they're scared, and that's the worst time for them to. When you're around them, that's the worst time for them to be scared, right? The animals showing fear. Mark Rouse, I think I need to think about the Lee Arujo fight a bit more. I need to refresh my memory of Lee's skills a bit. Yeah, I gotta go back and look at it. It's kind of a tough call. I think Arujo might pull it off. Yeah, she could. Very, very much so. Hold on. Yeah, she must have been like an extra in it. I'm looking at this interview you sent BJ, but she must have been like an extra or just like, you know, somebody they like one of the fight choreographers, consultants. Maybe it was just somebody that training sessions. I mean, was she in it, but did they just cut some stuff? I don't know. I gotta go back and look though. Yeah, it wasn't motivating, really. No, it was, it was dark, man. It was dark. It was dark. Yeah, okay, yeah, she was in the background. That's why I figured. I was like, I mean, like up close and personal. Like I wanted to see maybe some fighters actually be sparring like with her, like more than the one they had. Olita said, "Facing adversity when you're scared, that is brave." Yeah, it is. Izama said, "Yeah, non-title pay-per-views don't help either. Champs can't fight more than twice a year." Okay, yeah, it's gonna be after. All right, Marcus said, "I got Vivi with my fingers crossed." Yeah, I mean, Andrea Lee got a lot of tools to use. It all just comes down if she knows how to use them in this particular type of fight. Okay, before I go to, man, y'all know about this, right? Yeah, shout out to WMMA rankings because I've been seeing like a lot of stuff popping up with them. Yeah, WMMA rankings, they've been consistent for a while with it now. Like every time I look, when I see something, I already be like, oh, they got it here, so I'll just look here most. They got well, we already saw this. I think Marcus sent me this too. Holly and Ketlin for May 21st. All right, who's jumping up and down for Holly versus Ketlin? Now I still like Holly. I mean, yeah, she cool. I always like Holly though. You know, I know a lot of y'all don't. Excuse me. Holly versus Ketlin Vieira. What do y'all think? You know, this is a good example though, man. What we've been talking about, like the straw weights and the bantamweights are getting all the main events more than the flyweights. But in a business sense, I can understand why. Because you know Holly's still a big name. She's still one of those popular fighters that they push. And then the strawweight division, you got Marina, who's a very exciting fighter. She can get a main event. She's already had two. And then they'll give a main event to Michelle Waterson quick because you know why. You know, shout out to Michelle Waterson. You know, they'll put her up there quick. So Michelle, she'll get a main event. Shoot, Mackenzie Dern will get one. So if Joanna came back, they would probably give her a main event for UFC Fight Night. But I think it's because the star power is in the strawweight, in the bantamweight. Don't get me wrong now, the flyweights, they got a lot of good fighters, but there's not really they're not looking at it in the same way I do, like when I'm watching these fights. When I'm watching these fights, I'm seeing talent. But when you look at the star power, there's not really like a lot of star power. I mean, there's not much in the bantamweights either, but they got a few names. Like, if anybody's going to get a main event again, it's going to be Miesha Tate, right? Because of her star power. You know, a lot of simps going to be going to that. So they'll make a main event for Miesha. Like, yeah, that's something we can't argue. But when it comes to everybody else besides Valentina, there's really nobody they're going to give a main event to. But, you know, bantamweight, they still doing main events. I mean, they gave Jessica Rose Clark a main event. Jocelyn Edwards, that fight. Was that a main event or co-main event? I forget. But flyweight just needs a little bit more zing with the, you know, star power. But they got good fighters and there's more action than bantamweight right now. But always looking for two different things, you know, the fans. So. Yeah, Ronnie Rainey. I don't know, the music, man, awful. Terrible. Robert Henry, what's up? Robert Henry said Holly versus Ketlin next. That's what Robert Henry want to talk about. Ketlin Vieira. Zama got her by cardio. Lolita said Holly. Marcus said I think Holly takes that. Vieira won't be able to close. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Holly though for sure. I think that's the type of style that Holly needs to get back into the mix. I think if Holly wanted to go to the ground, she might, but I think overall she'll just win the feet. She'll win on the feet for sure. Because Ketlin Vieira did not like turn her kill switch on in that Miesha Tate fight. He said Holly gave birth to Jakagan style. Yeah, man. Yeah, they still give her main events though. She, like I said, she still got star power to get it. How long has it been since that debut? About 6 years now. And then Miesha Tate going on Big Brother, so I don't know how ready she is for Lauren Murphy. I don't even know if that is ready, right? That's solidified, right? It's supposed to be. What about this? Let's see here. Roxanne on while she'll be retiring. I hope nothing wrong with Roxanne's, health though, man. Cause she said that she was feeling it. So hopefully she comes out okay out of this fight though. I'm just kind of going through some stuff for y'all before I get out of here. Let's see. Yeah, Roxanne. This was interesting though. I mean, I might do a video on this, but y'all saw this, right? Like, where was it? Roxy said that she never really had intention on fighting for the title. That's why, that's why I say it's time for some fighters to be, weeded out when they start talking like that. She said that her goal was just to be in the UFC and never fight for the title. I just kind of thought that was weird. Like, it seemed like everybody would want to at least take a crack at it, even if they didn't really go in there with the mindset to win, right? I just kind of find that weird about, Roxanne. Like, you just want to fight. But I mean, it does kind of reflect her health now because she just wants to fight. Now you taking punishment. You took a lot of blows. So versus what Valentina does, right? Like, Valentina doesn't just want to fight. Like, Valentina wants to win. That's why Valentina's not going to have to worry about headaches and things like that, right? So it's better to come in with the mind frame to fight for a title, right? I would think so. But Roxy's saying that her main goal was just to get to the UFC and never fight for the title. Like, I didn't want to fight for the title, she said. Where is that part of the article? Let's see, my body and my head. I was aware for like a year and a half. My head isn't doing so great after sparring nowadays, and I was close to 50 fights. It's just kind of fitting in my life. My boyfriend just proposed. We're going to get married. My single days are done. 39, I might have a kid, so this is a good time. For my retirement, I thought it was cool. Let's see. Where is that other article where she talked about retiring? Yeah, because she said something. Yeah, like I said, we kind of sensed it, right? We kind of sensed it. Like when she went for Lauren Murphy instead of Valentina, I think that told us that she didn't want to fight, right? When she beat Macy Barber and then she beat Antonina Shevchenko, I think it was obvious that she didn't want to fight for the title. I think you might hear a lot of fighters say that when they get down to it. Like, they'll give you their true feelings. Like, Lauren Murphy told you how good Valentina was. Roxanne told you that she didn't want to fight for the title. So now it's like, yo, yeah. They start coming out with it. Valentina does put some. She puts a fear bone in these bodies, and not that. Well, I put a scared bone in their body, like a difference. They're actually scared to get in there, or they're scared to actually take it to her, go in the fire with her. Yeah, I guess that's the truth. That's what I said. I'll talk about this in the video tomorrow. I just want to put. I can't find that article. Yeah, I can't find it, man. Cause she said it. She was like, I can't. She's like, I can't keep going. But she was like, I didn't want to ever fight for the title anywhere. She said, like, I just wanted to go into the UFC, but I never wanted to fight for the title. I don't know. That don't sound. Rob Harry said, "There goes Roxy making statements to remind everybody why his first 3 videos were dedicated to Marcus Bellsby." Yeah. Valentina wants to hurt you, like. Lolita said she didn't see that. Yeah. I can't find it. WMMA Rankings has one of the articles up, but there's another one where she had talked about, this specific thing. It's probably in my phone. Where is it? is it? Roxanne, Izzy, Robert Whitaker. Yeah, she said. Okay. Mark Robinson said Vanessa Demopoulos is on cloud 9 because she got her first UFC win. I know she wants to do more than that, but I think she can already leave the game and feel like a success. He said Demopoulos has been grinding for so long that just getting to the UFC is basically like a peak of her career. Shout out to winning the LFA belt. Yeah, I agree. Like, that was a peak for her, just because of what she, has gone through. I think going through some things, in her life and being able to transition to the UFC from stripping and doing something that is fun, like fighting, that's considered fun to her. That's cool. At least she can say she touched the strap too. Like, she won the belt in LFA. Like I said, I personally don't think she'll ever get the top 5 here in this strawweight division or top 10. This strawweight division, man. Because you just got to remember, she's in the same division with Andrade, Lemos, Torres, Ebas, Rodriguez, even Yan Xiaonan. Demopoulos is in this division with those killers. I mean, some of the girls that are on the unranked level are going to probably hold her up or stop her before she can get to anybody like a Torres, right? So, yeah, I can see that too. Like, her fighting on the level where she's at now is cool because, like I said, she's still dangerous and she's fun to watch. I can still see her submitting some of these strawweights that ain't wise to her game. Robot Chicken said Darren Brunson's going to beat Izzy. Marcus, you don't want me to start covering the pillow fighting championship fights? That is real, right? Professional pillow fighting. Do I have to start covering that now? The pillow fights. Should I cover the pillow fights? No, I can't do that. Y'all would start unsubbing for real. Y'all gonna start unsubbing for real if I do that. I know Marcus, he gonna probably start sending money and everything for me to cover the pillow fights. Yeah, here it is. She said, my life goal was to make it to the UFC, period. It wasn't to fight for the title. It was just to be in the UFC and try to be the number 1 strongest fighter in the world, whatever that entailed. That was my goal. Robert, can you, let me see. It's getting kind of late. I was about to say, can I know your thoughts? But Robert Henry, can I know your thoughts in the video about this statement? Yeah, because I already shut my other link down. Robert Henry, I'd like to know your thoughts on this statement that I just read. Roxanne Modaffari said, my life goal is to make it to the UFC, period. It wasn't to fight for the title. It was just to be in the UFC and try to be number 1 strongest fighter in the world, whatever that entailed. That was my goal. Robert Henry said the strawweight division might as well be those dudes from the movie 300. They were straight killers. Yeah, the strawweight division is just, from 10 on, 1 on down to 15, those are just a different breed for some of these girls that are just coming in. Like, I don't see too many of these other women beating like the ones that are just coming out. I don't see too many of them ever like beating like a Torres or Waterson or Ebas. That would be a good fight. Montserrat Ruiz and Vanessa Demopoulos. That would be good. I mean, entertaining, you know. I think I'll go with see, I can't pick. I mean, I don't know what would happen. I'll go with I think I'll go with I'm gonna go with Vanessa in that fight. Vanessa versus Conejo Ruiz. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Vanessa. Who do you got, Robot? I think I'll go with Vanessa because if you go down to the ground, she's very good. Like when she turns into a ground fighter, she almost looks like a world beater on the ground. Yeah. Robert Harry said I wasn't planning on it, but just for you, I'll go after Roxanne one more good time. He said my pleasure. Appreciate that. I she said Montserrat blows. Yeah, I just want to know your opinion. You know, you got to, man. You got to go one more time because this is her last fight coming up. This is her last fight coming up February 12th. So let's 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 do it one last time, man. It's her last fight. Okay, Robot said Vanessa if she can avoid the headlock. Ryan said the rat, monster rat. Yeah, I just need to know. Like, here's the questions for you, Robert. I need to know what does that statement mean when you hear that. Like, when somebody admit that they doesn't want to fight for the title. Like, what does that mean when they don't want to fight for the title? They just want to be in the UFC. Do you think? And I want to ask you this too, Robert. Do you think a lot of the women have that mindset? Do you think she's just the only one that's not afraid to admit it? I gotta answer that myself now. What do you think? You gotta. That's the question. Those are the two questions I got for you, Robert. Do you think a lot of the women in the division have that same mindset? They just don't admit it. Lolita says she got Roxy winning and Vanessa in that fight. Okay. Yeah, Vanessa, yeah, if she can get out of the headlock, I think she can too. She's very slippery. I can see her getting out of the headlock. I don't think she'll fall for the headlock like Cheyenne did. I think Cheyenne wouldn't fall for it again if they fought a second time. Robert here said I'm gonna I always keep thumbnails loaded in the chamber for my he said this is the last time I'm gonna take my time. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we gotta shoot. The fight comes on. We got till February 12th. So we can it's his last time. He's gonna take his time. Roxanne is just content based on where she stands. Mark Robinson said, but Demopoulos, if she was as honest as herself, probably never think she'll win a UFC title like Roxanne. If she does feel that way, I think it can be okay as long as she still goes hard. Yeah. Like she could still be a test for a lot of the girls on the ground. Okay, Zama said half the roster at minimum have that mindset. If you train with different pro fighters, you'll eventually know your exact place. That's true. Yeah, when you start getting dropped by a certain level of fighter and you can never improve against certain levels, it's like, why try? They'd be like, yep, we're just going to stay in this lane and fight. Because, yeah, there can only be one champion, and everybody knows a champion is special. Robot Chicken said, damn, I would think that part of fighting is wanting to be champion. What is she fighting for? The goal should be champion. Yeah, I think it should too. Even if you know you can't get it, champion should be your goal, because if you just continue to fight, you will get headaches like she's getting now. I think you'll wind up more so in bad shape, because all you're doing is scrapping. You're not thinking a champion where you gotta fight careful. You gotta think about your defense. Hit and not get hit. You're thinking of scoring to get out of the way. Scoring and getting out of the way, staying ahead of your opponent. You're not thinking of going blow for blow. You're trying to win convincingly to get the belt. That's why fighting just as a goal to just fight in the UFC, that's not good. It's not good. Lolita said it means she feels that is not worthy of being a champion, or exactly what she said. She just wanted to be in the UFC and she was satisfied with it. It's time to move on. Right. Yeah. And that's not good. Yeah. Now you're facing some issues. Maybe not as bad as we think, but yeah. Robert said more than half of those girls in the flyweight division definitely don't want to win that title because they know they can't win it. Wow. Mark Roberts said Lauren Murphy probably feels that way now. As long as Valentina's around, she's still fighting though. Yeah, and her, like Lauren Murphy, she went on the record to say like it was like being in there with Jordan. Nolita said she was making money doing what she liked. Maybe she showed someone, see, I made it. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's one way to look at it. Yeah, I mean, it is that person. It ain't me. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. Yeah. So, yeah, but I just find that interesting. I ain't gonna really talk about it as much now as I will tomorrow on my video. But I'm about to get up out of here. We've been on here about 2:45. So, Robot Chicks, I think the Santos fight changed their mind. Yeah, it's time to go eat. I got to go. So, yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Like always, we'll be on about 7 tomorrow. And close that. And make sure y'all hit the thumbs up like always. And always comment. Leave a comment. I ain't deleting no comments, so leave your comment. And if you miss a stream, go back and listen to it if you want. Mark Robertson said, just wanted to make sure you saw this. For some reason, I thought Araujo's resume in the UFC was a bit more impressive. Looking at it now, I'm not that impressed. I looked at it. I had looked at it the other day when we were doing a debate about, we were talking about Montana, and I clicked on it, and I was looking at it, and I was like, she's okay. But she kept coming up short. Like, she was like Montana on a higher level. You know what I mean, Mark? Like, she was Montana on a higher level. Like, she's beating a certain level, like Montana. But then she come up short against Caitlyn and Jessica I. No, yeah. She didn't beat I, excuse me. She couldn't beat Jessica I. She beat Roxanne. She couldn't beat Caitlyn Chikagan. So, yeah, she was kind of in that higher level version. Robert Harris says, so, yeah, it is, man. But, yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow, y'all. Like always, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.